Comrade Andre Hilton, Comrade Mark King, Comrade Norman Scott. I just want to say, and Congresswoman, good afternoon, special good afternoon to you, to Miss. Comrades, just two quick things that I want to say. I want to say that you have to support, especially when you have young women coming out, who's a young professional stepping out into the political arena. You have to step out and give her your full support. They are not afraid of pushing hard to get our strong them out tomorrow to come out and vote because the PNP needs this seat in order to form government. Comrades, just two quick things that I want to leave with you too as well. We have a government in power now that don't believe in our young people. They don't believe in local talent. We have young persons in Jamaica who struggle each year to find the money to study in different areas in health. But instead of supporting our local people and sponsoring them to do the training, so we have more than enough nurses and doctors and medical technologists and dietitians to serve our people, they decide that they want to import workers. That is their modus operandi. Comrades, it is critical that you put in the People's National Party so that we can break this trend and we can give our young people the opportunity to train, our own local people the opportunity to be trained to enter our healthcare system to treat our people. We have the talent here, so we can definitely do it. We have become a country that is dependent on imports a lot, not only in agriculture, but also in healthcare. We import all our drugs, for example. And I believe we have enough raw material here. We have enough plants and herbs here in Jamaica for us to create our own drugs here locally. And that is something that our party leader believes in. The entire team believes that it's something that we can do. There are countries that are not as fortunate as us that are doing it, so there's no reason why we can produce our own drugs. You're not going to get that under this current administration, so you need to put in a party that will believe in you and believe in your skills and talent and give you the financial backing to do it. Comrades, the word is love. Vote for Comrade Stacy tonight.
When you play Comrade Bob Marley, you have to play it better than that. You can't just drop the Comrade Bob Marley, so everybody know. When you watch a movie, don't. I don't know who go film anyway. We are move on. At this time, there's a comrade on stage. Hi, how are you? You say, oh no. There's a comrade on stage who has been the backbone of PNP politics in this region we call Region 3. Consistently working and supporting every constituency right across, not just the region, but beyond. And at this time, I am so happy every time I see him, and I want to give him a respect and welcome. We're talking about the comrade candidate for West Kingston, Comrade Bonnie. Comrade Chairman, all protocol observed to all the comrades on the platform. Congresswoman, blessed love. Comrades in the audience, my brother and my sister, warriors of the People's National Party, are you ready? Comrade,
if I have been faithful to the People's National Party, and as a comrade, for a long time, I have not been in Northeast. But Northeast was always a part of my heart. And I always support every candidate that run in Northeast. But tonight, comrades, I feel in my bone, I feel the fire moving in my bones, and it is telling me, Comrade Stacy Knight will be your next member of parliament for Northeast St. Andrew.
Turn up the ting, turn up the ting.
And with Comrade Stacy Knight, your next member of parliament, the PMP river come down bang to bang, because Comrade Mark Jefferson Golden will be the next Prime Minister of Jamaica land we love. Comrades, the People's National Party come to you on our record of performance when we are in government. If you talk about housing, it's the People's National Party. If you talk about road, it's the People's National Party. If you talk about education, it's the People's National Party. And anything you think of, if you think of health, it's the People's National Party. So, comrade, we have one more river to cross. And when the man named the day, we shall cross that river. And when we cross the river of Jordan, and when we reach on the other side, hallelujah, what a weeping and mourning for the green people, because we are going to say to them, time come for you to pay the penalty of what you did to this great country. Comrades, I hear some people have 28 bank accounts, and the people in the crowd don't have even one. But them tell us about prosperity. And when you talk things, comrades, when we question in 2016, when we question the character of such people, we hear that we were bad mind. No story come to bump. But as I said to the people, the People's National Party have a plan to rescue this country. We are going to bring education to the people. We are going to bring health care to the people. We are going to bring land to the people. We are going to bring housing affordable, that minimum wage earner can own a house and live in dignity in this country. The People's National Party cares about the people. As I said to you, in all my life, I have been faithful to the PMP, and the PMP has always been faithful to the people of Jamaica. And I say to you, if you are ready, make I hear you.
Northeast is ready. What a marvelous crowd. The People's River come down, bang to bang. Comrades, everyone here is ready. Ready, we're ready. And again, we're gone. Ready, we're ready. And again, we're gone. All our life, we have been faithful. Time come for us to reap the sweet of our labor. And we say to you, my comrade, go forth in unity. Go forth in the name of Norman Washington Manley. Go forth in the name of Michael Joshua Manley. Go forth in the name of PJ Percival James Pattison. Go forth in the name of one of the finest prime minister Jamaica has ever seen, Comrade Portia Lucretia Simpson Miller. And we are going to go forth in the name. He never make it to prime minister, but he was the leader of the People's National Party, Comrade Peter David Phillips. And now we are going to go from dusk till dawn, door to door, lane to lane, street to street, house to house, with Comrade Ma Jefferson Golden, the next prime minister of this great country of Jamaica. And I say to you, my comrade, see the signal waving in the sky. Reinforcement, victory is here. All my life we have been faithful. One love, one aim, one destiny, one destination. God bless you.
Jamaican people want better. Economy coming like stormy weather.
Holy!
Ancestors are turning on them graves. They can tell me how we can do it together.
Comrades!
When we look at the future of precipice, we see Jamaica needs the vision of the BNP.
How are your bunks, Melo?
People said the bag of promises, them can't carry go shop. And the crime rate getting higher. I wonder when it goes to comrades. Jamaica
Comrades, bunks Melo.
better.
Bunks Melo. Bunks Melo. I see a car driving a while ago, it looked familiar. I see a shuttle driving a while ago, it looked familiar. I don't know why I see so much starlight. Oh, I see so much glitter. Oh, I see so much excitement. Somebody welcome Starboy!
My youth just want watch a girl spend every
Welcome Starboy!
You girl of mine, yes, what I say. The girl them a star boy, but me not star, me not star boy.
Pull up!
And my
Pull up!
I love a child son.
girl them want me star. My youth just want watch a girl spend every dime, spend every nickel, spend every dollar time. You girl of mine, yes, what I say. The girl them a star boy, but me not star.
Get the Starboy a little weird and make him come sit on the front.
Yes, what I say.
How we know? Starboy legs them not too strong today, so we don't want to stress him legs them. I don't want to stress the boss legs them today, make him rest up. Because him have whole heap of walking to do in that campaign, so I don't want you to stress him too much. Turn it up. Starboy. Bunks Willow. I see some familiar faces, may I wonder what going. I'm Maureen Weber then? Maureen Weber. What them know about you when you run PMP? When you're down at headquarters, take care of it like when we're a little picnic. I see a little brother beside him, I don't recognize him though. I can't feel that. I can't fire and feel that. My friend them fly down for come run with campaign. I'm glad for some comrades them. My comrade them check in Colin Campbell, remember when he used to run Secretariat and everything nice and happy? Oh, Lord. Look how PMP River does come down. You remember, Scotty? And a chance alone, love me. Scotty, you know where I come from. You know, from you see PMP look so, you know so we win, don't Scotty? You've been here long enough. From PMP look the way it look. No, we cannot lose. I promise you. I promise you. So at this time, I want to welcome a comrade on stage. When you hear me call, talk about him a while ago. All right. All right. I want to make sure some of the next presenter. All right. So I'm going to give him a time. Make him find him song. Give him back the star boy, because you know the boss is here.
You see me and the girl in my part. Girl, them want me, me a star. My youth just go and watch a girl. Spend every dime, spend every nickel, spend every dollar. Time. See a girl of mine. Yes, what I say. The girl them a star boy. But me the girl them a star boy. The girl them a star.
I don't know if you want me to mention it, but I'm going to mention it.
The girl them a.
I see my cousin Dwight Moore.
But me not star. The girl them a star boy.
Big brother of my cousin Angela. Andrea Moore. Recently deceased.
Boy, girl too.
Big up the whole Moore family.
Some boy girl use.
I'm a cousin them, everything all right.
Star boy. Let me say them a star boy. Turn up the thing. BNP. Turn up the thing. BNP. Turn up the thing. BNP. Turn up, turn up. Turn up, turn up.
If you want to get nice, now the time to make the right choice. The right choice if you want it to really get nice. Now the time to make the right choice.
Now is the time, now is the hour. Choose BNP for people power. Now is the time, now is the hour. Choose BNP for people power. Turn up the thing, let me say me turn up the thing.
Step up and wave your flag. Come step up and wave.
Big up all of the proud fathers in the building.
Step up to work.
Everybody who knows that there's a proud father figure in your life. Ladies, I could have your husband, I could have your baby father.
Step up, both people.
Look at a proud father.
Make a progress to we.
When they told us yesterday, that father, comrade, KD Knight,
BNP.
not feeling well. So we tell him, say, no man, it's all right, you don't have to turn up.
The feet at the head of the street.
We are saying not we're feeling well. Don't turn up and him still here. Because him have to support him data.
Taking it
Don't care what.
Can I start see the light? Step up with love and caring. Step up with hope and shit.
So we respect you, Star Boy. Recently got an injury.
I know everybody gonna still me irie. Cause we no love life. So every time I rise, we do it for the love, and I do it for the likes. Do it for the love, and I do it for the likes. Do it for the love, and I do it for the likes. Do it for the love, and I do it for the likes. Make them know success don't come overnight. The man know a substance over hype. Do it for the love, and I do it for the likes.
Welcome, KD!
Nobody will love lights, that's alright. Sit down on the post and I tweet all night. Sit up on social media type. Go on with it.
Go on with it.
Yo, music, are you kidding me? Force. So we are coming with a force.
So the great comrade Knight, he recently got an injury, a hip injury, but not worry about it. He might go fix the election, no worry. He might go run up and down with you as usual. So at this time, I want to introduce a comrade. We refer to him formally as His Worship, the mayor of St. Catherine. And he's about to be the member of parliament for Southeast St. Elizabeth. Welcome, Mayor Norman Scott.
I grew up in a place called La Vega. Spanish town rocking, over blazing over. I grew up in a place skull and some seating. Spanish town grooving, everybody nice. Chihuahua la 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 la, El Jaman. Spanish town, me born, that's where me come from.
Comrade Chairman. Comrade. And I want to big up all the comrades on the platform, including Comrade Katie Knight, Starboy, and the Sheriff. Comrade workers, warriors, foot soldiers of the People's National Party. Are you feeling good tonight? Well, boy, I tell you, when I drive up this evening and I see the place, I say, yes, this look like, and I hear the Comrade Chairman say to me again, Scotty, when we see the thing look like this, we know what it means, victory. Victory for the People's National Party. Comrades, the victory start from last week because them claim say them want to make Portmore into a 15 parish. And look here, they were told that it can't go like that. But because them things are them big and powerful and them better than everybody and them can use them might because them have 49 people in the house. But they must not remember that is only 21% of the voting population that gave them that 49 because they are still a minority government leading this country right now. Comrades, when they went to court, the judge said pause and wait because there's no problem if the people want a 15 parish, but we must make sure that the boundaries are correct, that the boundaries are sorted out. So comrades, the PNP win round one. The PNP win round one, comrades. So we need to celebrate because we told them. And Andrew Holness not tired to lose constitutional court case. Every time him face a constitutional case, him lose it. Him lose it. Comrades, I am saying last year, the 26th of February, we campaigned hard throughout St. Catherine. We campaigned hard. Andrew come to St. Catherine in the last week and a half, 7 times, comrades. And him go to Portmore 6 times in 5 days. And yet still, we beat him. And the only thing him can do is say him want to make Portmore into a parish. Because him think when him do that, comrades, him can get St. Catherine Municipal Corporation and him get rid of the mayor over Portmore and him can have things in one way. But the judge tell him, say, wait, and also it go. So, comrades, I am here this evening to support a young lady by whom I am pleased because her father is a stalwart. Her father have legacy in a St. Catherine whole heap. So I want to tell the citizens of Northeast St. Andrew, don't worry, because she's coming from good stock. She's coming from stock that has proven that they are performer. And it, look here, if fish come from sea bottom and tell us a shark down there, believe them. KD Knight is a performer. And so we expect that Stacy will also be a performer. So I want to commend her to the citizens of Northeast. I want to tell the citizens of Northeast that they are getting a good person. Comrades, I have one more thing to talk about. She's here. Where is she?
True.
I believe I can, I will. No holding back, no gain.
We have your flags and welcome her.
'Cause I know I will.
Northeast.
I will.
Next member of parliament.
I was born to win. Was born to win. I was born to win.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
I was born to win. I have the heart of a champion. I have the heart of a champion.
Yes, comrades. Comrades, the next member of parliament. The next member of parliament for Northeast St. Andrew. Comrades, I tell you already, she come from good stock. She come from a man who is a proven performer. And so we expect her to be a good member of parliament. A member of parliament who is going to be MP for all the citizens of the constituency, not for some. Like how some is for some. So comrades, I say I want to talk to you about something. I know that the spokesman for health is here. But I had to call him one day in the week. Because comrades, in my constituency, I had to visit at least 5 dead yards. And tell you something, comrades, all of those persons are persons, young people, 40s. And comrades, I have to wonder what is happening in the health system. One of them, comrades, died from kidney failure. And you know something? When they went to the hospital said them don't know what to do them. The other one, she went to the hospital twice because she had a stroke. So comrades, something is radically wrong with the health system. And so, comrades, one person the other day, I hear, met in an accident. And when they went to the Cornwall Regional Hospital, comrades, the IC not working. But yet still, comrades, the government is giving away money They're giving away $20,000. Nothing wrong with that. But the fact is, comrades, we have a country where if something wrong with you and you go to the hospital, Lord, dog, name your supper. When the IC now work, something else now work. Or them not have nothing to help you. And I'm saying, comrades, the time come when we must have a government led by Mark Jefferson Golden. And we're going to have a Minister of Health in Dr. Dawes. When you go to the hospital, you will be taken care of. Comrades, time come. And that is why, comrades, we must make sure that Stacy Knight is your next member of parliament so that Mark Jefferson Golden will be the next prime minister. Comrades, one love, one heart. Ready, we're ready, and I'm gone, we're gone.
Wave the flag on the man, because every little thing. See a gentleman and stand up and look on the stage like him is a normal supporter. When you hear about the man we have fight for poor people money in a bank, the man we have fight to make sure that them not chop off piece of PMP property, aka Portmore, and thief it. Our good comrade Fitz Jackson just stand up and look power so hey!
Turn up the thing.
MP!
Turn up the thing.
What I know about your MP?
Turn up the thing. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up. If you turn up the thing.
Calm down, calm down, calm down. Calm down. Nobody can tell me about that gentleman they were coming. Connection boss, aka Mr. Cell Phone, Mr. Fiber Optics, Mr. Make Sure that Jamaica fix up. Comrade Philip Palwell.
Turn up the thing. Turn up the thing. Turn up the thing. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up.
Calm down. Do not stress me out. Do not stress me out.
Whoa, whoa. Hey man, higher than high man. Zoom higher the cloud in my float pan. First class to the world, me no coach man. No inna my leg.
Welcome, comrades.
Watch out now. Them no inna my leg. No inna my leg.
Uncle. No, lie you at him. Lie you at him. Him not here. Me have to see him first. Me have a look. Me have to see him in a real life. You see him there, cause them things are not normal. Somebody tell me say PNP chairman for life is here. We don't know who name so. Anybody know who name PNP chairman for life? All right, when me see him, I tell you, because when I think I lie, I tell her a joke thing. I have to big up my MP in waiting. Everybody who know me well knows say I was at Red Hills Division, and the lady that's fixing up Red Hills Division and the constituency of West Rural St. Andrews here. So, Comrade John Gardewell, where the people them see, and your time for talking, let them see. Let them see. And box below, a whole heap of people there, you know. Me see our next comrade that look for me like he's a normal comrade. Farmer, minister of local government, and councillor from over Portmore, and Henry from over Portmore. Live at Red Hills now, so I'm afraid. Colin Vig! Colin! Comrade Vig! My good neighbor. Good neighbor. What I want you to recognize is this. Calm down. You see, when you see this show of strength and power, and no question about it, you will get the support you need to win this constituency. Because we ensure that Stacy Knight is our next member of parliament. Make some noise for her. You're a member of parliament. So, as you realize, everybody reach now. So the speech them are a little faster. And some quick bless up and welcome and big up we are going to do now. because we have fast track now. So at this time, we have a comrade that made the trek from St. Catherine. He's currently a councillor, soon to be member of parliament. And we make sure so we go and give him the love and respect. Welcome, representing Southwest St. Catherine, Comrade Kurt Wall.
Right to the occasion, look at yourself and say, brother. Right to the occasion, go ahead, you do your job. Do it.
Comrade Chairman, I will heap of time I tell I left off the doctor for my name, you know. Me a friend, but Dr. Kurt Wall. All right, boss? Anyway, big up to the comrades on the platform. You know, so me have to bless up my mayor, Scotty, especially. I'm have to bless up the star boy. So big up all comrades from Northeast St. Andrew. Boy, I'm glad to be here. Long time I don't come our Uptown Conference. Uptown Conference, nice. Comrades, you know, we're here for one reason. And that one special reason is for Comrade Stacy Knight. I can tell you, her father, him not left Southwest St. Catherine. Anytime we call on the star boy, him dead. And him not just come and talk and go. When him done, we carry him down a whole of a beer, we eat 2 fried fish, we play some domino with lime, and we have a good time. So when Comrade Knight called me, Stacy Knight, and say, Comrade Wall, we want you to be a part of this conference. I drop everything I have. You know, says that Southwest St. Catherine is a very tough seat. And we have to put in the work down there. We have to be on the ground constantly. But when Stacy Knight called me, I drop everything and I come. Because I know that she is vying a seat that is very, very tough also. And because of that, I big her up. You have a lot of work ahead of your comrade, but I know you can do it. Comrades, I just want to touch on a little baby thing tonight. And that little thing is how these people from the Jamaica Labour Party trying to disparage our good comrade leader, the man with the clean hands and heart. I know he's a man of humility, you know, and he may not want to talk out for himself all the while, but I'm going to do it for him tonight. I hear the other day one thing with Otis keep, the Sigma run. First them come on and tell lies, them walk halfway and go home. Lie. See Otis there, you ask him if the comrade leader ever finished the race and finish in good time. I hear them talking about the comrade leader was responsible for the meltdown of the financial sector in the 90s. Lie. Them all tell lie, say he was a part of the solution, which was FinSac. While that time the comrade leader was in the private sector and doing thing, he was struggling like everybody else. And him doing thing good and him come out on top. Meanwhile, you have a man, the Prime Minister, Andrew Holness. This man, I'm not going to tell any lie on him now. I'm not trying to disparage him. I just talking the truth. I know for a fact that when that man left university, he gave 2 years of his time to do volunteer work for Edward Siaga. When I left university, no man couldn't come tell me to do no volunteer work. Because then time me tired feed mackerel and bully beef. Me say, a time for me some steak now and all them things there. So no man couldn't get me to that. Andrew Holness him leave and him go do 2 years volunteer service. After that him leave and him go right into politics. And then him win the seat and the rest is history. So all we know, everything Andrew Holness has accomplished, and I'm not saying that him take anything, but all that he has accomplished was whilst he was in politics. Every single thing. And that is the truth. Meanwhile, our comrade leader is a man who built himself from the ground up. Built himself from the ground up. Became a wealthy man. Yes, nothing wrong with that if you do it legally. And then him come back and him say, he want to give something back to the people of Jamaica. And he want to do it through politics. Who would you trust more to angle rent money? The man who get wealthy whilst in politics, or the man who pull up himself by his own bootstraps outside of politics and make good of himself? Who you want to trust with the rent money, people? Well, it's an obvious answer. Comrades, let me tell you something. The PMP was built on big ideas. Not only did we come with big ideas, but we were good at executing these ideas. When you talk about Portia Lucretia Sims Miller, she came up with that every child below the age of 18 would be able to go to the hospital and get health care for free. And she proposed that and she executed it properly. And because of that, the PNP were successful. Comrades, I have one more big ticket item I want to mention that I want every one of you to go out there and push to the people. All of us here, we're surrogates of Comrade Mark Joseph Golden. And we need to go there and we need to push the ideas. This idea with them come with that we will have 1 degree in every household as a big ticket item. And comrades, I want you to go there and I want you to walk the highways and the byways. And everybody you see, you tell them that. And this is not a promise. This is a commitment from a man who show us how him can do it. Them push him and say him couldn't prove him can do it. Them say now cost $1.5 trillion. And we prove that this thing is attainable, comrades. Right now, I feel like Jamaica is on the verge, moving in the same direction where countries like Singapore moved towards back in those days. Comrades, on that note, I want to say thank you very much for your listening here. Big up to everybody from Northeast St. Andrew.
Big up with Dr. Wall.
Whoa, whoa. Hey, hey.
What the roll do?
When the road is tall up yonder.
All right. When the roll is called up, you know the roll name election day, you know? When you count the polling votes day, you know? Oh, hold on, Trisha. So everybody there. Welcome, Women's Movement boss. Ladies and gentlemen, the next MP for Eastern St. Andrew. But before we bring on the next MP for Eastern St. Andrew, I'm going to bring on the former MP, the last good MP. The last good MP for Eastern St. Andrew. Welcome your neighbor and your friend, Comrade Andrea Hilton.
You live the life you love. You love the life you live. Everything you want to find. Ooh, 3 things I bring from Jack to walk.
Comrades of Northeast. Comrades of Northeast. Big up yourself. I want to big up all the comrades on the platform. But in particular, I want to big up KD Knight and Bobby Pickers Gill. Look here. You have to give them a comrade a credit. The body I give them like a problem, but the head is still strong. We are not bell politicians, we are head politicians. So although them body I give them like a trouble and now, them heart and them head is in the right place. And let me tell you something, comrades, so when older people support you, we just lose my mother a couple months ago, you know, I really appreciate older people. You see when old people bless you up, right now there's nobody can turn back the People's National Party because every airline of Jamaica said, forward Mark Golden, forward Stacy Knight, forward PNP. It's a blessing. And right now the youth them just a fall in line and just a follow back a PNP because they realize after them check the facts, Comrade Stacy Knight, that the labor rights are telling a lot of lies. But here I just want to say something to you. Me are the outreach chairman for the PNP right now. And outreach is not a national thing, it's a constituency thing. And Mrs. Stacy have enough outreach activity. She'll bring in Una Clark to come join her here tonight. What is outreach? Outreach is about bringing the people to the PNP and bringing the PNP to the people. You hear me as a comrades? So let me see the hands of all the strong comrades in here tonight. All the strong comrades. Comrade Floyd Morris, me not meeting there and all people them say, we no need to go talk to the PNP there. because the PMP is strong already. And that PMP you need to go talk to. If every single one of us in here this evening decide when we leave here, we have a conversation with someone else who never voted the last time or who no voted since 2002 and say, look here, comrade, who wanted to come out. Let me tell you something, comrades. We don't have a PMP problem, you know. We have a turning up on election day problem. So it is important that every single one of you here this evening convince every single PMP to come out election day and vote for the People's National Party, Stacy Knight as the next MP, and Mark Golding as the Prime Minister of Jamaica. Let's rescue Jamaica. Let's fix the labor rights once and for all. One love, comrades, one heart.
Oh, it's all up yonder. Yes, I want to be there. But when the reading.
And as I hear my comrade from Eastern, Andrea Hilton, I have to also big up comrade on stage, Anthony Hilton, just making his way. Make some noise for him, man. East and Western. The Western St. Andrew boss. Not care what them try. No shift, no change. Solid. So at this time, we are going to go for one of the young fire starter them. I don't know if we're ready. I don't know if we're ready for a young fire. It's still a young fire starter, but another one. Another one, not KD this time. Is a young man who from him start talk about Jamaica health system. Every day them want to sue him. Every day them want to see a lie. And no matter what them come with, improve it and say, see they are true. Him tell the hospital level now run right and them say no a lie. And him come and say, see they are true. So I want to know, bring him in to this constituency with the love and respect where he deserve. He's about to be a first-time member of parliament. Comrade Dr. Alfred Das.
Well, alright, Jah guide me, the provider. Yeah, you make me a survivor. Me no hungry, me no naked. Poverty a Goliath, me a David. The kids alright, the mother na beg. They put a nice roof over for your bed.
The whole of Portmore and the whole of St. James. Remember we when we gone, we live forever. South Spring, we not going under.
Comrade Sherman, distinguished comrades on the platform, in the audience, everyone, good evening. I'm going to talk about health. I get in there, but I have some things I need to get off of my chest first. First things first, them call this Barbican Square after tonight, it shall henceforth be known as Red Square. Because I see a river PNP come down from bank to bank to bank. Well, comrades across Jamaica, I feel the energy, I feel the vibe, and I am happy to know that the comrades are united and ready to take it to them. Because time come, comrade. Comrades, we are faced with a unique election. And I put it to you that this election is an election of money versus love. Because they're coming with a bag of money. And all we got is love. Already in my constituency, they are telling people that they have $50,000 for them if they can carry the household. I can't match that. Stacy can't match that. Most of the comrades running cannot match that. So we have to get the people out to vote because of love. The love for the party, the love for the country, the love for the philosophy of the People's National Party. And we need Jamaicans to understand why it is that this is called PNP country and why the natural state of Jamaica is with the People's National Party. And we have to remind them of the history of this country. I see them trying to rewrite history. A 5-hour speech the other day, and half of it is trying to revise history. But they only take their history and talk about Finsack. But comrades, we are going back to the beginning, when the People's National Party was formed at War Theatre, when even Bustamante was on stage before him jumped ship with a deal. That time, the PNP was formed as a class alliance. For the first time, the middle class and the working class and the upper class were united because they realized that all people equal, but some need a little bit more help than the others. And there's a mass of people that we have to look out for. And that is what everybody understood. And that is why that love for people became the backbone of the People's National Party. It is why when we hear them talk about they will not give Bob Marley national hero, we understand because Bob Marley is a comrade. And it's not just a regular comrade. Bob Marley was campaigning with the bandwagon with Michael Manley. So they will never give a man a national hero award when he was campaigning against their brutality and oppression. And when we were giving Rastas hope, no Rasta man could be calling himself a labor right because they remember Coral Gardens. When the order was given, bring in all Rastas, dead or alive. We remember that. They would love for it to be erased from history. We remember them talking about growth in the 60s, yet that growth was only for the plantocracy. They talk about growth in the 60s. We talk about dignity in the 70s. When men were no longer bastards. When we had maternity leave for women. When we had equal pay for women. When black people could work as teller in banks for the first time. That is what the People's National Party fought for. That is why you have a middle class existing from that time till now, who's a straight comrade, and it can't change because the opportunity they got was through the People's National Party, and that is why they love the PNP. We hear them trying to rewrite the 80s, talk about the miracle. What miracle? When Jamaica's GDP was higher than it was when Holness left office. When the net international reserve was negative 800 million. That is what the PNP had to correct in the 90s. After that Siaga government was the second most foreign aid was given to that government only after Israel, and we had nothing to show for it. We remember the 90s when infrastructure developed, when we finally get more than one TV station, more than one radio station, when cable TV are never just rich people, when deportees mean care, not people that come from foreign. We also remember, even though they claim to be masters of economy, that in 2011, when Andrew Holness was prime minister, Jamaica was on the verge of bankruptcy. And we could not face the IMF because we were taking their money and not their tests. At a time when Ardley Shaw refused to meet with them, same people come and talking about how we passing tests and passing IMF tests and failing the people's tests. That was the basis on which this economic foundation was built. And it was through the sacrifice of the People's National Party, through austerity. So when they talk, comrades, and try to rewrite history, we have to remind people that Jamaicans love PNP because we put people first. And it takes us to where we are now.
when I say why this election is an election of love versus money. Because the money that they are spending is not hard-earned money. It's not money where somebody with a 9-to-5 job going to take up and just throw away so. It's not money that anybody who have a business and know what it means to have more money at the end of the month, but also what it means to have more month at the end of the money. To sacrifice, that is not money. That is legitimately earned. That is thieving money. And that is what they're coming to buy the election with. But we, comrades, must have a singular message. When you're in a hole, the first thing to do to get out of that hole is to stop digging. And the Labour Party, them digging some hell of a holes. They're digging a hole that is undermining democracy, trying to create a parish where none was asked for, and to cut off pieces of constituency and deny people their right to vote. They are digging a hole where the health sector is in ruins. Where we talk about Cornwall, in due time you will hear how KPH is falling apart, comrades, but that is for another time. Comrades, we need to remind them that this is a party that sacrificed people's lives by calling an election during COVID. In August 26, 2020, I wrote an article begging them postpone the election because it's going to cause a spike. And they called the election knowing full well that COVID was getting out of hand. And the day after the election, they called the election the Thursday, they win. And on the Friday, the minister came and said that, hey, Jamaica, COVID is getting out of hand. We're going to lock down on Monday. By that time, 3,000 Jamaicans had contracted COVID because of the elections. And 30 were dead. But they did that just so they could stay in power. And we're not going to allow this. We are fighting for the people who we love. We're fighting for the people who love us. And we are fighting for our children. So, comrades, Stacy needs your support. I am here to support her. All the candidates need you to get out and knock on every door, walk through every street, every lane, every cluster, because we have to take it back and we have to save Jamaica, because we're tired of the labor pains. We need deliverance, comrades. We're going to beat them with one word, and the word is love. Thank you.
At this time, I look on the stage, and the stage is exciting. We don't know we're going to need a different stage. We need another stage. We need some more stage. Because I see some comrades passing through, but before I go anywhere, I have to big up a local talent. We have to start right at home. I want to make welcome, make you see them, make them stand up out front so you recognize them. Our two councillor candidates, Laurel Barnaby and Tamika Michael. Walk out, with the people them say good.
Turn up the thing. Turn up the thing.
Laurel Barnaby. Waterloo. Tamika Michael. Make them see over the representing Barbican.
No is the time, no is the hour.
This is Lady Beverly.
No is the time.
This is Lady Beverly. Comrade Beverly, how are you? Always beautiful. Coming out in your pearls as usual. By the way, I see my brethren a while ago. Hugo Cannon. I say, Hugo, where you do so far, youth? You say Barbican on me yard and me place me them couldn't not the right so. You Cannon, big up yourself and welcome as usual. Former member of Parliament, Southwest St. Elizabeth.
No is the time, no is the power. Choose PNP for people.
They got my friend.
No is the time, no is the
From
power.
Northeast St. Anne.
People power. Turn up the thing.
Ryan Campbell, make them see you, Ryan. For Central, Kingston, Steve McGregor.
Jamaican people want better. Make them be coming like stormy weather. Ancestors are turning on them graves.
Professor, everything all right?
Tell me how we can do it together. Them graves.
Professor, everything all right?
Tell me how we can do it together. When we look at the future of president.
No, Parkley, anything look good. Parkley, anything look good. Red Square, anything look good. All right. Right now, we are going to bring on a comrade who has been one of the greatest stalwarts we have seen in this generation, constantly working. Hold on, sorry, me just remember what I'm a comrade. Arnold LeBron. Oh, me say, make some nice and welcome Arnold LeBron. May the people them see him good, no man. I'm a member of parliament, man. I'm a forget Arnold, no man. I'm a do that. I'm a do that. My friend, you know, sometimes when you use the people, you don't really talk about them too much. I'm a friend. So let me get back to the agenda. So there's a certain comrade that every time him speak is trouble in the Senate. He has been representing for many years now in the Senate. He has represented on the international level for this Jamaica land we love. And today we welcome him to the podium. I'm talking about none other than the soon-to-be Minister of Housing, the Senator Floyd Murray.
You know, you have some little people who don't respect. As a matter of fact, they're so hard on men for the elders, but you see the elders then? You see the elders then? Tell them, say, watch it. When a nurse, when a pet, when a dribble, when a soda, when a powder. When a better respect the elder entertainer. When a nurse, when a pet, when a dribble.
Comrade Chairman, Comrade Candidate, Comrade Warriors and Comrade Foot Soldiers of the People's National Party, the word is love. Comrades, I'm traveling from my home in Mona, in Eastern St. Andrew. Traveled through Ligani and come into Barbican. And when I come into Barbican Square, and I come on the platform and I look to the east and I look to the west, I look to the north, I look to the south, and PNP River come down bank to bank, comrades. And I sending a warning and a signal to Delroy Chuck. I'm telling him that the knight in shining armor is here to take over Northeast St. Andrew and to give good representation once and for all, comrades. Comrades, I am here because anywhere you have not switched PNP and can't switch PNP, Floyd Morris have to turn up. And I know that Stacy Knight, my church sister, is a nah switch and can't switch PNP because she come from a fine stock of PNP family. And she have my full support, and my full backing, and my full endorsement. But I tell you, comrades, when we come to the People's National Party meeting, we have to talk some truths. And we have to talk the truth and nothing but the stinking truth. And I come to talk the stinking truth tonight because I hear the labor rights going around and they're trying to rehash all manner of things that happened in the past and talking about FinSAC in the 1990s. And I say,
oh, yes, we did. You asked for it and we listened. Pay for your
to the banks
that collapsed and came on radio and said that him forget it. And during that time, the stinking truth is that this prime minister was working with that man. And I want to know the stinking truth. If the current prime minister did advise that man at that time, if him did remember, say him have the loan to repay to the bank. And the stinking truth, comrades, is that I sat overseas and I listened to the budget debate. And I listened to what the Prime Minister had to say about housing. And when we listened to what he had to say in comparison to what our leader had to say about housing in Jamaica, it is like chalk to cheese, comrades. Because, comrades, there is a serious problem in Jamaica with housing. The average Jamaican for the past 9 years have not been able to purchase an affordable home. The current demand is for over 191,000 houses across this country. And what the wholeness-led government has been doing for the past 9 years is to focus on the higher end of the income market for housing. And that is why them take your money and build houses that cost $28 million and $38 million because them not cater for the low income housing. And Mark Golding said to me and my team that you have to come up with a solution to make sure that we provide affordable housing for Jamaican people. And that is why the comrade leader came to Parliament the other day and said in order for us to provide housing at an affordable cost to our people, we are going to make sure that when we build the houses, 50,000 houses over the next 5 years, we are going to make sure that the land portion for the housing cost is not included in the final payment for NHD contributors. That is going to see a significant reduction in the cost of housing in Jamaica. Between $2.5 to $3 million at minimum will be reduced of the price of housing. That is transformation at its best by Mark Jefferson Golding. And comrades, I go all over the country and I see and hear young people say, Comrade Morris, we can't get to buy a house because we don't have the deposit to pay for the house. And Mark Golding, based on his brilliance, come to the Parliament and say, when the People's National Party come into power, we are going to set up a special facility at the NHT where young people can get grants to pay the deposit, to pay down for them house, and we're going to make young people own house in Jamaica as they never did before, comrades. And comrades, Mark go to Parliament and him tell them, say, under his leadership, him going to roll out the program for the orderly renewal and transformation of infrastructure in all areas, the Porsche initiative, comrades. And I tell you, with that initiative, we are going to make sure we complete all of those Operation Pride schemes that this Labour Party government has turned the back of their eyes to that development across the country. And we're going to make sure that we take them up back, because we want to make sure that our people live in dignity. And that is what the People's National Party is about. And so the Porsche is going to come and fix the other 47 Operation Pride initiatives that have been neglected by the Wholeness Administration. And we're going to tear down the fences. We're going to build sidewalks for disabled people. And I say to you, comrades of Sandy Park, the Porsche is coming. Comrades of Grand Spain, the Porsche is coming. Comrades of Standpipe, the Porsche is coming. Comrades of Chambers Lane, the Porsche is coming. Vote for Mark Golden. Vote for Stacy Knight and Porsche and the People's National Party under Mark Jefferson Golding will take care of you. One love, comrades. God bless you.
This is
Make some noise for the senator.
Must come. New direction. Mark Golden. Good vibes that he's holding. Yeah.
I will reach a song there. What up? Which bus that down there, sir? I will reach a song there. It sound like the boss reach.
Mark Golden. Yeah.
What now for tell?
This is Bunchy.
Make some noise for the senator.
Must come. New direction. Mark Golden. Good vibes that he's holding. Yeah.
I will reach a song there. What up? Which bus that down there, sir? I will reach a song there. It sound like the boss reach.
Mark Golden. Yeah.
Well, now for tell me what I want to know, because I see the lovely Natalie needs a Garvey and Mr. Garvey walking in. When I see so much excitement, me have to wonder if our next Prime Minister there or not, so. Him saying, tell me, say, him there, man. The boss there, let him go.
Bunchy God and the Viking of Soca. New time has come.
The boss
New
is
direction.
here.
Mark Golden.
The next Prime Minister of Jamaica is here.
Check it. Clear the
Let him through and welcome him.
Hey! Mark Golden. Yeah. Mark Golden ready. We're ready. Yeah, we're ready. We're ready. Yeah, we're ready. We're ready. Yeah, we're ready. Yeah, we're ready. The people them ready.
Mitch Jackson, look good.
We're ready. We're ready.
Mark Golden, look good.
We're ready. Yeah, we're ready. We're ready.
Oh! Look how the sun just
raising up. The whole Jamaica waking up. Get ready for go with gold.
What the flags?
From Kingston straight to Bay.
What the flag there?
I'm not gold in them say. Get ready to make up a new way. Yo, the entire Jamaica know.
Hands up.
Golden are the best at the show.
Hands up.
When Golden step on the road,
hands up.
the people are really still love. Whoa, so let me see your hands up.
Let me see who can get that jump. Who can get that jump? I'm not Golden jump. Ready for the road. Ready. Watch the stick them. Watch the flag them. Go ahead and get Prime Minister.
Go with golden. We ready for the road and we moving with golden. Go with golden. You want more golden? We got golden. Going with golden. Everybody said the name. Golden. Everybody said the name. Golden.
Let's go party a little bit.
That tonight's gonna be a
you see election night?
That tonight's gonna be
you see election night?
That tonight's gonna be a good night.
Let us hear me.
Tonight's gonna be
you see election night?
Tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night.
Jump.
I got my money. Let's spin it up. Go out and stash it. Like, oh my God.
Let's kick it. Oh. Calm down. Oh, sir. What are we a POP business nice again?
Love us, child, love us, child.
I love us, child sound.
This is such an amazing energy. I saw PMP feel when we win. Me tell you already. Comrade Kurt Matthews. Welcome. Hola. Look how PMP business feel good. Hey, hey, hey. How are you, bunks Malone? Because I'm a follow you up here party with party, no brother. So stop it. Welcome, welcome, party leader and next prime minister. The last year when Andrew Swaby have him conference, I tell him, say the next conference, I go and present him as the mayor. And me tell you, last general conference, say the next one, me I can present you as a prime minister. I St. Thomas me come from here. Everything all right. We up in a one part, run a one place. Yeah, man. All right. What you know about Eastern up in the hill part? So, there are some comrades I need to big up as well because you see we comrades them are coming and we are show them the respect because they make a whole heap of meeting I keep. Meeting at St. James, Hanover, Manchester, but a lot of comrades decided that they have to be here tonight and we just want to give them some love and respect. Ryan Simpson, never calling him right. Ryan Simpson, big up yourself. Welcome him, man. Make some noise for Ryan. Northeast Centre. I'm working with a certain candidate because I see the winnings. I see the winnings. Ethnic Simpson Miller, stand up, make the people them see you good. I soon talk about you. At this time, I'd like to bring up a lady who has been representing the women's movement in an amazing way. And at this time, she's preparing herself for parliament. She buying up our parliament suit them. She had our parliament shoes them for Sheen already. Because she's the next member of parliament for Eastern St. Andrew, Patricia Duncan Sutherland.
Let's go! Zip it up there, zip it up there, zip it up there, zip it up there.
I see you back. I see you back.
Zip it, the stir fry. Turn up the vibe, stir fry.
Stop it and go, we are going to go.
He said for me to tell you that he is calling on you to be rooted and grounded in the name of the Lord. Rooted.
Comrades, we are rooted and grounded in the People's National Party. What you say? Comrades, we are rooted and grounded in the principles of equality and social justice. Are we say win? Comrades, what we say? Are we say? Are we say? Comrades, I am rooted and grounded in the PNP. Not because my father was a stalwart in the People's National Party, but because he told me why he was a stalwart in the People's National Party. And when I walk country and I see the impact of the policies of the People's National Party, I know I have no choice but to be rooted and grounded in the People's National Party. And comrades, I'm standing on this stage tonight as the president of the PNP Women's Movement. And I'm standing here proud because tonight I'm at the presentation of a young female candidate rooted and grounded in the People's National Party. Comrade Stacy Knight, big up yourself. One Stacy, we say. Comrades, it's right with night. You're coming again, come again. One more slogan. Time come. It's right with night. Time come. There we go. Comrades, you know, I want to acknowledge on the stage some other people that cause us to be rooted and grounded in the People's National Party. Comrade Bobby Pickers-Gill, Comrade Katie Knight, and my stepmother, who caused me to be rooted and grounded in the PNP Women's Movement, Comrade Beverly Anderson Manley. Yes, comrades. And then we have people like Comrade Una Clark. Yes, who has led the way and shown us how to do it bigly over the years. And we now go through everybody on the stage, you know, because rooted and grounded is on the stage. That is right. Exactly so. But we have to big up our party leader, Mark Jefferson Golding. You know, Mark never grew up in the party, but Mark grew up as a core principle of equality and social justice, running his life, running his household, running his father's life. So it was a simple matter for us to choose him and him to choose us as the leader of the People's National Party. And that is the right choice. So, comrades, you know, I don't know if plenty of them on TikTok as much as me. They're on TikTok. I like me TikTok still. But I just want Comrade Fitz Jackson to join me in sending a message to Andrew Holness. And this message goes like this. If you didn't know what you are doing, you wouldn't do what you are doing. Because you shouldn't do what you are doing. Yes, time to call the election. Comrades, I was on campus the other day and I talking to a group of university students. And some of them still could not understand the difference between the PNP and the JLP. So I have to help them go through and understand. Because you see, we are about equality and social justice. And we are about building a bigger middle class. And which is why we are helping them with their students' loan, which is why we are saying to them, young people must be able to own a home, like Comrade Floyd told you. And then on top of that, what we are doing is that we know in the context of social transformation, we are going to hold their hands through it. And we are going to make sure our families are strong and build our families. So we will assign social workers to work with families. And we will work on eliminating crime, not by policemen killing off young men, but by building up the communities and giving them options and making sure they have a good reason to make a different choice because we care. So we will support programs like Project Star. We will support programs like PMI. And we know that with Comrade Steve McGregor on our team, we know that we can do policing in the right way and get the young people to do the right thing because we know what we are doing and we're not afraid. So, comrades, I am here to say that we are ready. Eastern St. Andrew, are you ready? Northeast St. Andrew, are you ready? The women of the People's National Party, are you ready? Comrades, I am ready to support my friend, Comrade Stacy Knight, as the next member of parliament for Northeast St. Andrew. And I'm looking forward for us to walk down Duke Street with our comrade leader as the next Prime Minister of Jamaica. Time come for Mark Jefferson Goldie.
Family!
I need that family.
How are you shake a comrade on? Shake a comrade on. Look for the comrade beside you and shake them on. Family! And we say,
me love the family them to me heart.
Calm down. Calm down. I like that. You know, I'm looking at the crowd a while ago and I see a familiar face. I said, well, me know that lady they're from. Me know that lady they face. And me do some research. And the people them tell me, say, Otis, you don't know who that? That is the last comrade to win the election in this amazing constituency. Shine some light upon her there, please. Carleen Carlu Roberts, look upon her. Nice, clean comrade. Good comrade. Pretty comrade. Let us show you how the thing serious. Everything lock up and grill up. And from one pretty comrade to a next pretty comrade. As solid as a rock comrade when nobody cannot change. A caller, the songbird of the People's National Party and Parliament. Welcome, Member of Parliament in charge of local government. Natalie, comrade, Garvey. You think a waterfall? Wild and wild. Look for my pretty comrade. Former councillor. Many times MP. Look for her.
Give me a lifetime of promises and a world of dreams. Speak the language of love like you know what it means. It can't be wrong. Take my heart and make it strong. You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone I've ever met.
All right, selector, hold it. Comrade Chairman, Comrade Party Leader, and for certain, the next Prime Minister of Jamaica, Comrade Mark Jefferson Golding. Comrade, former MPs, former ministers of government, stalwarts, Comrade KD Knight, the sheriff, and Comrade Nobody Does It Better Than Bobby. Comrade colleague MPs and MPs in waiting. Comrade Sister Una Clark is in the house. Big deal. Comrade Beverly Anderson Manley, the people who taught us the way and paved the way for us women in politics, we salute you. Comrade councillors, your worship the mayor of Kingston, your worship the mayor of Spanish Town, who will be next MP down at St. Elizabeth when the roll is called up yonder. And the first me ever see them a sitting in this constituency here. So may I feel big up everyone who know for day in here. Because me never know it could have happened down here. So PMP River come down bank to bank. Comrades, I have had the privilege to serve this People's National Party for quite a little while. I served 9 years as a councillor. And I was recruited from one constituency to come over to another constituency, which was then called East Central St. Catherine. And that man over that constituency said to me, come over to Macedonia. We have work for you in the vineyard. And I went over to Macedonia, and him trained me, and him prepared me, and him groomed me. And he did 18 straight years of service to the People's National Party in that constituency. 4 terms. And that man left a legacy in that constituency that I have vowed to carry on for as long as I am there. So me do my 4th term now. I'm going to do one up on you. Come here, go for number 5. Thanks to the foundation of the great Keith Desmond Knight, St. Aubin Knight. And I'm saying to you, me no dey so just for come turn up and look in your face. Me come here because the daughter of this great man, I don't want you to take it simple. Stacy Knight come from good stock. You hear me say? Stacy Knight comes from good stock. Solid, stable, people of integrity, commitment, bright, driven, purposeful, and is going to be a great member of parliament for this constituency. I was taught by a comrade who never had to lift a finger or tell a bad man if he do nothing wrong. KD served with distinction and never had to bad up anybody to vote for him. We believe in democracy. We are the party that believe in people at the center. And so you have your right to choose and your right to determine who will represent you. I learned it that way, and I have carried it on that way. But the PNP has taught us over the years that democracy is what we must preserve. Participatory democracy is what we must stand for. It is in our DNA. A PMP say people first. And that's why we name the People's National Party. We not tell nobody to sign undated letters. Say you resign even long before you resign. We don't tell nobody to do that. Because you must have freedom to be able to speak to equal rights and justice on behalf of the people of the country. We not tell nobody so they can't go to parliament by badding them up and tell them, but we will never surrender this country to the People's National Party. Watch it, watch it, watch it, because you will have to surrender to the People's National Party, because we are going to do right by the people of Jamaica.
Time come.
You won't have a choice. This is not your choice.
You don't determine who surrenders. You don't determine who gets to serve the people. The people determine who will serve them. And the people say they want the People's National Party to form the next government of Jamaica.
Time comes.
So we are saddle up. I hear them a run up them mouth and a talk all kind of thing about how we present alternative budget and all them things there. We never tell nobody so. We tell people what we are going to do when we form the next government. And what we say is what we mean, because the PNP stick by its word. And comrades, let me just say this to you. I have a confidence that Mark Jefferson Golding will make an excellent prime minister. I have every confidence that right now he is one of the brightest minds we have in Jamaica today. I have every confidence that he's a man of integrity with clean hands and a pure heart, and someone who wants to see the best for Jamaica and Jamaicans. I have every confidence that he will lead a movement that will transform this country from where we are to where we need to be. The People's National Party will form the next government. Anytime them sound the trumpet, call it Anjo, call it Anjo, call it Anjo, call it love.
Tonight I plan to give you some tablet. I give you now 3 tablet quick and fast. Quick and fast. And the only people them can get the tablet, if you come right here with answer. So me now bother. No, right there. So where George there? George come close because we now have only for time. So we are give a 3 tablet. The first one, may I give a quick. It's an easy question. George, come at the front now, George. I don't want them put me out. George, show them say a real tablet because we don't stay like some people. Anything we promise we are give you. See it there. So see the first tablet there. The first person come here and tell me who is Stacy Knight's father and which ministry or agency of government did he lead. See the first hand there, see the second hand there. Answer quick and fast. Quick, because the next person may I bring on. Ask them the George, find out the answer, no man. Because I hear money, you know. Yeah? All right. Because the next person may I bring on now, we're not going to understand why I start giving the tablet them now. We're not going to understand why I start giving it. Who win? I win, send him around quick and fast. Remember, when PMP promised thing, we get. If we say we are going to do something, we do it. We know in entrepreneurs, some people talk. Real tablet. Yeah, congratulations, comrade. Put your hands together for him. At this time, I am always proud to introduce this man on stage. At one point, he was my regional chairman. He has spent so many years transforming Jamaica as we know it. Backside technology, every aspect of the current Jamaica and what them other people they call prosperity are inbuilt. So right now I want you to welcome a powerful comrade who has done stalwart work to build this nation. Comrade Philip Harwell.
Every man, every woman, you know. One of your vote, X beside there, you know. People's National Party, we say, no. Portia Simpson Miller, we say, don't it. Philip Harwell, we say, don't it. People's National Party, say, hey, yo. Take a good look, Philip Harwell.
Hold it. I have 5 minutes, and I have some important things I want to say. Comrade leader, respect is due. Comrade, next member of parliament for Northeast St. Andrew, my lawyer and my friend, Comrade Knight. Comrade Knight, Comrade Bobby, comrades all, good evening, comrades. I am happy to be in the house. I hear that we have not had a meeting here in 45 years. What a thing. What can go so? You know, I don't know about you, but the best speaker in parliament for the budget debate was our party leader, Comrade Mark Golding. And Comrade Julian Robinson was a close number 2. Big up both of them. And comrades, this year's budget debate was serious. The party leader has emphasized the need for growth in our economy. One of the reasons why we haven't had growth is because of energy. One of the reasons why things are so hard for you is because of the price of energy. When we left office in 2016, the price of electricity was 26 cents per kilowatt hour. Today, it's over 40, sometimes 50 US cents per kilowatt hour. No wonder things are so hard, and no wonder the economy is not going. We have put on the table some plans that when you elect us to government, you're going to see the price of electricity falling. One of the plans is to recognize that every time you pay your electricity bill, almost 20% of what you pay is because you're paying for other people. 300,000 households that are stealing electricity. And we have to solve that problem because electricity ought to be a right. There's no way a little picnic can be going to school today and don't have access to electricity. And our plan takes care of electricity theft. We also have to ensure that those of you who can use your roof to establish solar panels, and we want to see all the empty roofs now have solar on them, and we're going to facilitate that. But when you generate your electricity for yourself, we want you to be able to generate enough so you can sell to JPSCO, so that you will have true and real power. Power for the people, we say. But comrades, I want to say something crucial tonight. The JPSCO license comes to an end in 2027. What did I say? 2027. When we were dealing with Cable and Wireless, their license was coming to an end in 2038. We still not reached there yet. So we know how to deal with monopoly licenses. The license that JPSCO has requires that negotiations for a new license should have commenced in 2023. We are 2 years out of that. But more importantly, the license requires that by July of 2025, the government must signal to JPSCO what are its intentions in relation to the license. We are 3 months away, and all I could hear when I asked the question of the minister, that a team from the World Bank is coming to Jamaica to assist the government in negotiations we should have started in 2023. But certainly by July of this year, a strong signal, in fact, a clear indication should be sent to the JPSCO as to what the government intends to do. We are nowhere near that. And you know the effect of not telling JPSCO what the government is going to do means a rolling over of the current license with all the terms. And you know that that is bad for Jamaica if you're going to be able to get changes to the net billing arrangements so that when you sell JPSCO your electricity, they pay you a price that is reasonable. And there are some important changes that we need to insert in a new JPSCO license. For example, there are some consumer protection provisions that we want to put in the license. Right now, if a power surge comes and blow up your refrigerator and your TV, the JPSCO will tell you that the license that they have and the agreement that you have with them exclude liability for certain things. We want to change that. We want to make sure that if there is a power voltage that hits you, that you don't have to be responsible for the damage done to your equipment, that the JPSCO pays because it is their fault why you have these high voltage. So there are many things that we need to do in relation to the license, but this government has sat by doing nothing. And I call on the government tonight to indicate to the country why it has not started these negotiations that were due from 2023. Why they are so tardy. Why have they not energized the Energy Council to get these negotiations going? Comrades, we are here in Northeast St. Andrew. We are looking forward to election day. because I tell you, I sense it, that Comrade Knight is going to become the next member of Parliament for Northeast St. Andrew. Comrade's going to be here. One love, one heart.
I love it. I love it. Sing with me, comrades. See me leader there. See me leader there. Hey.
My father born ya. My grandmother born ya.
See me leader there. Him born up the road.
I and I born ya.
The whole of it born ya.
My leader born ya.
Bunks me low. Cause some people talk, me don't know about them, but my leader born ya. Me see them get up and put some people face pan money when no born ya. Me see them get up come put name pan road for some people when no born ya. My leader born ya, me don't know about them. Anyway, me I get emotional. And while I go you talk about my father, don't. So me I go call upon the father now. Let's welcome the father of the next member of parliament. Somebody say Star Boy. Star Boy. Star Boy. Star Boy. Star Boy.
Spend every dime, spend every nickel, spend every dollar time. See a girl of mine, yes, so me I say, the girl them a star boy, but me not star in a blue movie.
Star Boy.
And my fault if a boy girl chose me, sure.
Star Boy.
Some boy girl use them, no girl can't use it.
Star Boy. Star Boy. Star Boy.
For as long as I can remember, till the end. You've been my friend, a friend for all eternity. A friend for all the life, for all the way. You were there for me. As long as your blessings are true, you'll always be my father, my friend, my God.
Comrade Chairman. Comrades on the platform, my friend them from long time. Heal up, big up, I got your turn up. I want to hear up, Comrade Una Clark. Let me tell you something. She is part of history. And when I was a young man studying the United States of America, this is one of the names of a black woman that made me feel proud. And all my brethren and my sister and my student, Natalie, and everybody, I'm happy to see. I'm glad you're here. And you know, only one thing bothers me a bit. You're not here because of me, you're here because of Stacy. But I'm happy about that still. And then, you know, I heard them singing a song, My Leader Born, yeah. I can sing that song about my leader, Comrade Mark Golden, because this man, know when that man born. Because this man knew that man father, Professor Golding. And I'm going to tell you something else now. When I just leave school and start work, just what we're Ministry of Finances now, you know who was working there as what they called an administrative cadet? My leader mother. So me know him father, me know him mother, and me know him birthday, and me know him birthplace. And another thing I'm going to tell you about my leader, our leader. I serve in Parliament with him in the Senate. And him used to call me and say, KD, I'm going to pass this law today. What you think about it? Give me your views. So we work together. And now I am presenting to him my daughter to work with him. Oh, come when I now talk to you long tonight because guess what? I'm a little mishap with my foot. But it soon get better. So I going to be with you, around you, all along with my daughter. But I want to big up the team that is working with her and the People's National Party in Northeast. They are committed to victory. And comrade leader, I am telling you, I feel it in my bones. As I say, this team work night and day. Some of them for the first time connected with politics. I say victory is ours. So hear me now what I want you to do. I want you to work with the team. I want you to work with the candidate. And I want you to work with me. All right? If we work together, we cannot lose. This is an indication of what is to come. And when I look beyond, I see victory staring back at me. So I want you and the candidate, I want you and the team, I want you and the leader of the Barbican division and the leader of the Waterloo division, all of us to be campaigning, contacting every single comrade that we know. Take out your telephone and call your friend because we want to win Waterloo, we want to win Barbican, and we know we're going to win Parliament, and Stacy Knight will be the member for Northeast St. Andrew. As some say, as so you say, as so we say, and when we say so,
I saw it go. Comrades! I see victory, we have it in the air. I see victory.
I got tired to see my face.
But now, can't get you out of the race.
Oh man, you said I'm in your place.
And when them draw backyard,
you make it draw backyard. And then you draw backyard.
Robert, look round you. Look round you. Look how we look like national conference. In a red square. Look how red square look like national conference. Oh Lord. Life is one big road.
Signing both sides. I'm gonna make a fires of the city. Until blood.
Where you come from?
You could have come from Rima, or you come from jungle. Could have come from firehouse, or you come from Tower.
One blood.
One blood.
Calm down. Calm down. The night I cut short. But I have to big up two leaders within this region who are here. And I'm going to tell you, them more, they're upon a disciplinary role. We tell them, so we are going to win the seat. So them come to look themselves to make sure so we are going to win it. So I want you to shout to the mayor. His worship Andrew Swaby, stand up, boss. Let them talk to you. Tell him, say, win.
Time coming up. Time come. The date has finally announced. Everybody come vote for my golden.
You see what we are saying now?
Where's the hand? Walk around. District art.
Oh, they think you believe what? All right, calm down. Calm down. The dean of discipline for the region, the chairman for the region is also here. I mean, I don't know if he knows so we are going to win. Because sometimes him call constituency name and not call a one year. So we want to invite Dennis Garden to come front and center. Invite regional chairman, councillor Dennis Garden to the front of the stage. I want you to tell him, say,
win! God of peace, angel of death. Every ghetto you don't fret. From you up life, you up. Them couldn't stop my breath.
Hold on. So, him not normally call with name, so we have to check him now. Call with name and see.
Check. Comrade chairman, comrade leader, and no doubt the next Prime Minister of Jamaica, Comrade Mark Jefferson Golding. Comrade, I am not here to stay long, but I want to make a pronouncement. Leadership is about identifying talent. And when I recruited Comrade Stacy Knight, it was undoubtable one of my best moves. But it didn't stop there. As a region, I recruited Comrade Ethne Miller. Come Ethne. We're talking about quality, we're talking about pedigree. We have Comrade Patricia Duncan Sutherland, pedigree. We have Comrade Joan Gordon Webley, pedigree. Come Stace. So, the message tonight, Comrade Leader, is that I'm giving you 4 quality female candidates.
Give me the woman, them they come and send me need them. Give me the woman, them me come here so feel please them. Give me the woman, them me come here so feel lead them. Give me the woman, them. Give me the woman, them. Woman make me happy and me joyful. Them a give me the strength and the power make me mighty.
So, comrade, leadership is about how you pick your team. And Region 3 is proud to present quality ladies to represent you. So, Otis, let me say this. I never selected Stacy to lose.
All right, boss.
So I can say to North East St. Andrew, I am considering
you to send Stacy Knight beside me and Comrade Golden and others going up Duke Street. That we are talking about. Comrades, I'm so pleased. For 45 years, nothing like this in Northeast. And I want to big up Comrade Stacy Knight and her team. Well done. In closing, comrades, I also want to say thanks to those comrades who held this constituency together. We want to appreciate your service, and we are asking you to continue to give service to the People's National Party. Northeast, you ready? Northeast. So we pick Northeast. God bless you. Northeast, come on. We pick Northeast.
Come on, come on. What the things I've done, what the things I've done, what the things I've done.
We just a come.
Follow me. What the things I've done, what the things I've done, what the things I've done.
Calm down. Calm down. Oh no, who are KD Knight, best friend PMP? Oh no. So welcome, Comrade John Jr. to the. Let the people them see no man.
Under 17, now you're over 60. Under 17, now you're over 60.
I bet you rock and pain.
Because I want general in the yard.
Hola, you say PMP business, a family business, you know. A real friendships and relationships, you know. I'm glad to see you, boss. So, we're about to welcome the Queen herself. She tell me she plan to give me a tablet, but we soon reach that. At this time, I'd like to welcome two young people who know her well. Chad Dillon and Zoe Chang. I want to come say something about the lady who is about to be member of parliament.
So, Comrade Chairman,
Comrade Leader,
all other distinguished comrades of the platform,
Comrade Candidate Stacy Knight,
comrades of Northeast St. Andrew,
all other comrades and friends.
Tonight, we have the privilege of welcoming a woman of faith, of service, and of purpose, Comrade Stacy Knight. She's not just stepping forward in politics, but she is walking boldly in God's calling, with justice in her heart and service in her soul.
From an early age, Stacy was nurtured in excellence. She attended Immaculate Conception High and Wolmer's High School for Girls. Then pursued higher learning with the same drive that defines her today. She earned a bachelor's degree in computer studies from the University of the West Indies, a master's in educational psychology from McGill University, and later a law degree from the University of London and a legal practicing certificate from the Norman Manley Law School.
But academic success was just the beginning, because Stacy's true passion is people. For over 25 years, she has been a pillar of faith, a voice for the voiceless. Through her work in the Religious Liberty Department and Children's Ministry, she has fought for spiritual empowerment, ensuring that all can live their faith boldly and without fear.
As a senior associate at Knight Jr. and Samuels, she has the law as a tool for justice and change, standing up for those who need an advocate. Her expertise in personal law, personal injury, family law, land law, and data protection
isn't just about legal victories. It's about restoring lives and protecting futures.
Her love for education and mentorship has shaped young minds and future leaders, whether in the courtroom, the classroom, or the community. Stacy teaches, uplifts, and inspires because she knows that true leadership is about service.
But at the heart of it all is family. Her greatest joy is being a mother to Daniel and Salome, raising them with the same faith, strength, and values that guide her every step. Stacy walks by faith and presses onward, inspired by the words of her favorite hymn, Higher Ground. I am pressing on the upward way. New heights I'm gaining every day.
Her foundation of service is no surprise. She comes from a legacy of public service and nation building. The daughter of Dr. Pauline and K.D. Knight. Stacy grew up understanding that leadership is about uplifting others. And now she's pressing forward once more as one of 21 female candidates put up by the People's National Party for the upcoming election. Standing to represent you, St. Andrew Northeastern, Stacy is answering the call to service on a greater scale. So tonight, let us raise our voices
and lift our hands
for a woman of faith, a champion for justice, and a true servant leader. Comrade Stacy Knight.
John Jr., Uncle John, another life member of the People's National Party, my daddy, Star Boy, K.D. Knight. Other life members of the party, officers of the People's National Party, members of Parliament, members of the Senate, my colleague candidates, the executive members and workers of Northeastern St. Andrew, comrades, supporters, comrades and friends, supporters, one and all, good evening. I want to start out right. And so I'm going to say, first of all, thanks to God for giving me the ability and the desire to serve the people of Jamaica. Before I took on this task to be the representative for this constituency, I thought about it long and hard. I agonized. And when I finally made up my mind, I knew that I was making the right decision. Right because I am purpose-driven. Right because what I'm doing is not for me. It is for the benefit of my fellow Jamaicans. It's right because I am committed to serving with integrity, with passion, and with purpose. I want to say a little bit about integrity. With my right hand over my heart, I pledge that I will uphold my integrity at all times. I will file my statutory declarations on time. I will serve you because it is you who are going to elect me to Parliament. When we talk about right with night, as you have heard, it's coming from a legacy. Not just from my father, but from his father, his mother, from all our family. And there's no way I could let down the night name. So may I tell you straight, no corruption thing over here. None at all. I am also proud to be a member of this crop of PNP candidates led by Mark Jefferson Golding. I am proud to be a member of this slate of 63 candidates, of which 21 candidates are women. Let me say that again. 21 candidates are women. And that's a record. I am proud to be walking in the footsteps of trailblazing women. Women like Dr. Una Clark, who was the first Caribbean woman to be elected to the New York City legislature. Women like Beverly Anderson Manley Duncan. Former First Lady of Jamaica and former president of the People's National Party's Women's Movement. And I cannot leave out my mother, who was also a trailblazing woman in Jamaica, Dr. Pauline Knight, she served as the acting director general. She rose through the ranks, and her highest position was the acting director general of the Planning Institute of Jamaica. I am proud to tell you that my trailblazing mother was a member of the team who pioneered, who created the PATH program. Walking in the footsteps of these amazing women is no easy feat. And we still have work to do as women. Because in spite of equal pay for women, and in spite of all the achievements of the 70s that sought to bring equality of the genders, today, women are still earning only 81 cents to every dollar that a man earns. Women, that wage gender gap is something that we need to close. That is something it's not right. And we're gonna fix it. Many things we're gonna do. I won't give you a long speech tonight, but I'll tell you there are many things we're going to do to bring women in line with our men in terms of earning. Incentives that will bring women's earnings up to par. But although we're bringing the women up to par, can't leave out the man them. Can't leave out the man them. We want to establish more positive role models and guidance for our men. Men are told that they need to be the leaders, the earners, the breadwinners. But sometimes our system fails them in preparing them to be just that. And then we look down on them and tell them, say them a mama man and all them kind of thing there. And the worst thing you can do to a Jamaican man is for diss him. I'm never going to be caught dissing a man. My aim is to uplift, to help our men to step into their rightful place as the leaders that they want to be and that they can be. Love you too, love you too, love you too. There are many issues of national concern. And as you see, I have a whole heap of paper up here that I could be reading from, but I'm not going to read all of it. Some of the issues that I want to highlight is our underperforming schools. The fact that many children are leaving school without being able to read and write and function. You know it, because some of your children are struggling in schools. That's not right. And we want to make it right. Also, in education, I want to talk about the fact that we don't have a proper special education system. I don't know where is Miss Joyce, but Miss Joyce have a grandson. I know she's here somewhere. Joycey, I know you're here. Miss Joyce have a grandson. There she is. Who is having difficulty in school because he has special needs and challenges that need to be addressed. Him go to one school and them say him can't stay at that school. And then him try another school and him can't go to the next school. She try a next school and she can't afford the next school. And that not right. So we need to fix that. When it comes to training, our young people are leaving schools and even leaving universities. Can't get a good job. We need to be training our people for employment. We need to be planning so that we decide how many lawyers we want to train, how many teachers we want to train, how many doctors, how many computer scientists, how many barbers, how many hairdressers, so that we are filling roles that are actually available. It don't make sense you go study and you can't get a job. That's not right. When it comes to healthcare, my good friend, Comrade Alfred Dawes already told us, and we know, you go to the clinic, you go to the hospital, you see that our healthcare system in Jamaica is a failure. That's not right. So we have to fix it. One of my plans for fixing healthcare in this constituency is to increase the number of clinics by having mobile clinics. So when a person can't come to the clinic can go to you. Comrades, we have a justice system that, though it has improved somewhat, it's not delivering justice swiftly enough. And we find that we have a minister of injustice who, instead of championing the cause of justice, is telling people that them don't need to obey the law and them don't need to do what the Integrity Commission tell members of parliament to do. Comrades, that's not right. We have to fix it. In this constituency, like many others, and here I want to pause to recognize my neighbor, Comrade Christopher Henry, attorney at law as well. In his constituency, like mine, and in several constituencies, we have a problem with unsustainable development. What is unsustainable about the development is that although we know that we need to increase the housing stock, and we know that where land is scarce, we need to grow upwards, what we're finding is that there's too much conflict between the aging residents who are living now beside high rises that crowd them. I support development and I support developers, but we need to do development in a way that has more open dialogue, conversations where people can consent and can know that they can live out their lives in homes that they have invested in the neighborhoods that they have invested in, so that development can take place sustainably. Comrades, when I become your member of parliament,
ting, turn up the ting, turn up the ting, turn up.
I'm going to say it again. When I become your member of parliament, you can count on me serving with integrity, accountability, transparency. You can count on having regular updates. We're going to have newsletters. You can reach me online by email. You can reach me on Instagram. You can reach me on TikTok. You can reach me on Facebook. You can reach me on Twitter X. You can call me upon my phone. You can WhatsApp me. And I'm not just talking some people. May I talk everybody. Because you have some member of parliament where certain people can call them when pothole in front of them gate. But the rest of people, them tell them, say, I know, uno make we win. Uptown make them win. I know you know who I'm talking about. And I want you to tell them, maybe I know uno make them win, but uno are gonna make them lose. Comrades, it's time. It is time for people to be respected. It is time for representatives to serve with love, with respect and passion. I am your candidate for Northeastern St. Andrew. And when the election is called, I am asking you to put X squarely beside the head, beside Stacy Knight. But before we get there, comrades, before we get there, we have a whole heap of work to do. A whole heap of work to do. First thing we need to do, who not enumerate yet, need to go enumerate. And you have one more day. You hear them say me a one more night? Well, for enumeration, you have one more day. Tomorrow, the 31st of March, is the final day to get on the next voters list, which comes out in May. If you live in this constituency of St. Andrew Northeastern, and for those who don't know, St. Andrew Northeastern goes from Peters Rock to the halfway tree clock. We're talking communities like Juba Spring. Juba Spring, man, them there? We're talking communities like Cashew Ridge. We're talking communities like Jacks Hill, Top Jacks Hill, Bottom Jacks Hill, Cherry Gardens, Grahamites, Russellites, Castleites, Beway, East Kings House, Sandy Park, Morgan Lane, Grand Spen, Waterloo, Retreat, Surbiton, Sandhurst. Any more money to call? Birdsucker Lane.
Yeah, Jessica. That's sure I think. Someone crazy. Real thugs never forget the dumb plan or where we come from. Yeah. Real thugs never worry.
Love you too, baby girl. Love you too. I love all of you. So after you enumerate, the next thing is, we're moving through the ropes. After you enumerate, the next thing is we need to get our workers. All of the workers for Northeast St. Andrew, big up yourself, blow on the vuvuzela, wave on a flag. All right, you see how we enough? But guess what? We're still not enough. So we need some more workers. So if you are motivated tonight to join the worker crew for Northeast St. Andrew, come sign up with me tomorrow. Or sign up with Comrade Barnaby, Comrade Smichael, or any Northeast St. Andrew executive or worker. Tell we say we want to join the team. So you want to be on the winning team. Comrades, all of us just really need to do what is right. I promise to do what is right, and I ask you to do the same. So when the election is finally called, we don't know when, but whenever it is, when the election is called, I am asking you to vote for Stacy Knight because it is right with Knight. Thank you.
Now you know this right now. We got no warning.
Everything.
I know. We got no warning. I worry when you gotta work. In 1 minute, but everything I work, then I work. Now we went into my work. You want my know about my life, yeah, you
listen what them a say, them a say. Them want hear me feel, but I hear no jail. No.
All right, comrades, the task is mine tonight to introduce my comrade, my friend, my leader, my boss, Comrade Mark Jefferson Golding. Mark Golding is no ordinary man. He is a man of integrity. He's a brilliant man. The man bright. He's a lawyer, he's a banker, he's a whole heap of things. He's a politician. And Sister Sandra tells me that he is a wonderful and loving husband and father. I am proud that all of you came out to help me to welcome my leader to my constituency. Load him up, and welcome to the podium, Comrade Mark Jefferson Golding.
AKA Marky G. Yeah, them not bad like it. Now them know it. Them just sing it. Yeah, man, from the TV. Zaga, Z. Stand digga digga ding dang digga digga ding dang digga digga ding dang dang. Marky G, I know you a champion. Everybody wave on the right hand. Put up your fist. Hey! Marky G, we don't know, so none of them not like me. See them all hype up, but that's still not spite me. Holding a cut and go through because I love in our yard. And none of them can. Hey, Marky G, we don't know, so none of them not like me. So me, I got stand up with them fancy doll when Nike. Let them know what we buy with things that we not.
Comrade Chairman of the meeting, the dynamic, energetic Comrade Otis Hamilton. All of the comrades on the platform, MPs, senators, candidates, and of course our distinguished former parliamentarians, started with the original star boy, Field Marshal, no partial, KD Knight. Chairman for life, Bobby Pickersgill. The great John Jr., Sister Una Clark, my neighbor, big up yourself. And of course, Comrade Beverly Anderson Manley Duncan, stalwart, leader, pioneer in the People's National Party women's movement. Comrade Stacy, I live around there, so, and I vote around there, so, right here in Northeast, St. Andrew. And I'm looking forward to putting my X beside your name, squarely beside the head, because it will be the first time that I'm electing the member of parliament in this constituency for the People's National Party.
Turn up the thing, BNP. Turn up the thing, BNP. Turn up the thing.
Comrades, what a wonderful evening. I've never seen anything like this in Barbican Square. PNP River come down bank to bank. Orange everywhere I look. From here to there and round so. I can tell that the other side must be quaking in their boots, because they will not believe what has happened there tonight. And this is not no busting crowd either. These are the comrades who have come from all over, from Peter's Rock to the half of 3 o'clock. Yeah, man. And we're looking forward to great things out of Northeast St. Andrew. Comrades, when I spoke in the budget debate the other day, I highlighted a vision for the next administration under the People's National Party. I was building on the presentation made by our very capable spokesperson for finance, MP Julian Robinson. And we outlined where we are going when we form government after the next general election. And I made the point that Jamaica needs a government that is built on a strong ethical foundation, because it's time for the people to have trust and confidence in their leaders in government. And they have had 9 years of government where their leaders cannot be trusted, where corruption, nepotism, and cronyism has been the order of the day, where from the Prime Minister down there are issues of integrity. Integrity Commission declarations can't certify. 8 of them under investigation for illicit enrichment. None of them have signed the Integrity Commission Code of Conduct for Leadership. All of the PNP representatives have signed the Leadership Code of Conduct, beginning with me. So we take this thing, ethical leadership, we take this thing very seriously. And that is why when Stacy began her presentation tonight and put God in the center of what she's seeking to achieve here in this constituency, I know she's on the right track. And we want to do the very same thing for Jamaica as a whole, because Jamaica needs upliftment and righteousness to move forward and develop in the right way. Comrades and friends, we outlined a great vision for education, for tackling the real issues affecting this country in education. The primary school and early childhood underperformance, which needs to be fixed. With how we're going to deal with the Student Loan Bureau to give our students a better deal. And also how we're going to put a meal for every needed student every day in school. And we're going to help the rural children get a subsidy for those who need it because they can't go to school 5 days a week because they can't afford the cost of transportation and the cost of lunch money. The People's National Party is looking to tackle the real issues that challenge the lives of our people. And you know, I mentioned ethics, and we had a victory in court just 2 or 3 days ago. Don't care how them want to spin it. They brought this piece of legislation to Parliament. They didn't consult with the Electoral Commission of Jamaica, but they put in place legislation to establish a new parish in Portmore, which was going to reconfigure the electoral boundaries in several constituencies and divisions and polling divisions. It was a gerrymandering exercise designed to give them a better chance because they know the beating they're going to get in Portmore when the election comes.
I can't stand this no longer. The wicked get stronger. I can't stand this no longer, cause the battle is getting hotter. But them have to get a beat. The wicked have to get a beat.
Yeah, man. Them have to get a beat. And the Electoral Commission of Jamaica had written to them through the Parliament to express concerns about the constitutionality of the approach they were taking to this matter of Portmore as a parish. Our chairperson, Dr. Angela Brown-Merck, wrote to them, to the minister, who was the one who piloted the legislation through the House of Representatives, the Minister of Local Government, and called on him to be lucidly and categorically clear that he was not going to proceed with the matter any further because the issue of the constituency boundaries couldn't be dealt with in that way. When we spoke in Parliament on the matter, we said this is a gerrymandering exercise. They were reconfiguring the boundaries without the proper process having been followed either under the Constitution or the established convention since 1980 for dealing with these sensitive matters. And those conventions have been why we have managed to rid Jamaica of the scourge of political violence, and they were playing with fire by not pursuing this whole matter in accordance with those conventions. They said, oh, it's nothing to do with constituency boundaries. Nothing to do with that. Anyway, We took them to court, to the Constitutional Court. And the court, first of all, issued an injunction till the matter was heard. And then when the matter was heard, required them to give an unconditional undertaking that they would not bring that law into force until the Constitution's requirements in relation to the setting and reconfiguring of electoral boundaries had been fully complied with. And that is a great victory for the rule of law. That is a great victory for the Constitution. And that is a great victory for Jamaica because of the diligence and the seriousness of purpose of the People's National Party. And I want to big up our legal team, our erudite legal team who worked hard to prepare for that matter. And it's not done yet because the matter is still in court, because the whole issue of the constitutionality of that legislation is going to be tested when the matter is finally heard. But in the meantime, the undertaking is in place. Jamaica is safe. No gerrymandering business around here. We none of that. And comrades, we spoke about the housing situation in the country. We spoke about the heavy demand for affordable housing that has not been met by this government. The Prime Minister goes around the place cutting ribbons for one house when we need tens of thousands of houses to be built for the people of Jamaica, because the housing boom, the construction boom hasn't reached the people on the ground who need housing. And we're going to deal with informal settlements. We're going to complete the infrastructure and the titling for all of the Operation Pride schemes that we started and those which remain unfinished, and all the informal settlements that haven't been addressed yet. And we're going to build 50,000 affordable houses. And we're going to price it in a way that is affordable, because we're not going to charge the people for the land value in the house. And for those people, youngsters, who can't buy a house because they can't afford a deposit, if you're 35 or under and you've been contributing to the housing trust for just 2 years or more, we are establishing a $1 billion fund within the housing trust, so you can get a grant of $500,000 to cover your deposit so you can buy a house. Mighty Diamond side. Oh, you mean? Play by everything with love is all I bring.
Marcus Garvey prophesied, said, oh yeah, man, I go fighting back against the wall. Oh yeah, it I go deep down.
Oh, you mean? PNP are going to win them. Yeah, man. And here, Marcus Garvey prophesied, say, and we're going to teach Marcus Garvey's philosophy in the schools of this country on an age-appropriate business, so we can uplift the consciousness and the confidence of our children, and them can love themselves and love each other and know that they are great, because we need them to have the right mentality to build the country. But going back to the housing, we know about the situation where enough of us, we don't have formalized employment. We do a thing, a little hustling here. We do a little selling. We run party, you know, the round robin, or we do whatever it may be, but we don't have a pay slip to establish proof of income, so we don't qualify for a mortgage. So we come up with the rent-to-own scheme, where you can go into the house built by the housing trust as a tenant, and you're going to be paying rent at the level of the mortgage payment. And once you've met your payments on a regular basis for a reasonable period of time, you prove that you can afford the mortgage. You don't need a pay slip again. Bam, you can wrap it up in a mortgage, become the owner of the house, and move forward with your life as a homeowner in this country.
I need a roof over my head. I need a roof over my head, and praise of faith.
Diamonds forever. And the rent to own has another dimension because enough of us can't afford to buy a house because we can't afford a deposit. But we're paying rent. And we're going to be renting for the rest of our lives unless the PNP comes into office and bring in the rent to own scheme. And what we're saying is you can rent the house from the National Housing Trust. One of the houses that they build or finance. And we'll put an account there for you. And a portion of the rent will go into that account towards your deposit. And once you reach the deposit level, bam, you become an owner. You draw down on the mortgage. And you're no longer a tenant. Now you're an owner, building for the future. PNP, we are the ones building change in this country. And comrades, we all have a scheme for the first in family. Because we know the antidote to poverty is education. And we know that disproportionately, children who come from families where there's never been anyone who has been to tertiary education, to university, they have a less of a chance of going to university. So we come up with the first in family scholarship. So if you go to a university, you matriculate and qualify and get in, and you're the first in your family to have ever been to university, the PNP government will give you a scholarship and you will not have to find the money for your university education because we believe in uplifting the people
I've
to
been
education.
trying a long time, still I can't make it. Everything I try to do seems to go wrong. It seems I have done something wrong, but I try to keep it down. Oh God bless, no one curse. Thank God I'm not the worst.
Bitter must come one day. Bitter must come, yeah. Delroy Wilson forever. So, comrades and friends, the next election is not just about the ray-ray. It's not just about the niceness of the gatherings and the nice orange shirt and paraphernalia that we wear and look pretty. It is about bringing change to Jamaica. It is about bringing a better future for our people, for generations to come, and for this generation. It's for bringing a government of integrity, left by somebody committed to running government in a clean way, where the resources of the state, which are meant to be used for the people and for the people only, will only be used for the benefit of the people and not for friend and company and not to enrich ourselves. We're not in that.
Change gon' come. Oh, yes it will. Oh, yes it will. Change gon' come.
So comrades of Northeast, St. Andrew, of which I am one, because I have some live and I have some vote. Yeah, man. Although South St. Andrew, I'm my place still, but you don't know. We're all around. Because I Eastern St. Andrew I come from originally too. And that's where Lady Sandra come from too. But people, we have to just do what we have to do. I'm very impressed with what the team has been doing, Stacy and her team. And I love to see the kind of audience we have here. We have all kind of faces in the crowd tonight. We have from uptown, we have from around town, we are from downtown, we are from every town. And that is why we are the People's National Party, because we are a national movement, an alliance of all Jamaicans who are well thinking and want to see the country develop in the right way, but with a special emphasis on the people who need the help of the state, the little upliftment, and that is what the PNP is all about. So comrades, put your shoulders to the wheel. Let us live in love and unity and work hard for the victory. It is possible. It is more than possible. It is ordained. I can feel the vibes. I can feel the energy. You have a wonderful candidate in Stacy Knight, a daughter of the soil, a brilliant young lady, a lawyer. She has a degree in computer science. She has a degree in this and a degree in that. But she's here to serve you and to serve you in your interests. And her opponent, what can I say? His best days are way, way behind him. He is not the future. He is the past. She is the present. She is the future. Give her a chance. Bring her home because I want her in Garden House with me when we form government after the next election. So comrades and friends, it is with a great sense of pride and honor and humility that I present to you your candidate for this constituency of St. Andrew North Eastern in the next general election. I give to you Stacy Knight. It is right with Knight.
That tonight's gonna be a good night. 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 Tonight's the night.
Something good gonna happen in this year, and I am grateful that I made it here. Yesterday's gone, and a new day has appeared, and I am grateful that I made it here. Blessings gonna find me here, oh yeah. Favor gonna find me.
Yes, comrades, history is in the making. You have a bonus, beautiful, intelligent, and wonderful lady. Put herself forward to represent you. We have 21 female candidates because we know the power of women. Because we come from Portia Simpson Miller stable. Big up Sister P. Round the road, up the road. Big up Sister P every time. So comrades, I wrap up by saying, the word is always love. Power to the people, I say. Power to Northeast St. Andrew. Power to Jamaica. Power to the people. One love, comrades. God bless you all. Victory, victory, victory. That is in the stars, and that is what God wants for us, and we will deliver. One love, comrades. God bless you all.
Make some noise to the comrade leader and your next prime minister. We're not going to waste no time because we have some tablet figure and we have two of our artist friends that are going to make some noise. So be upstanding as we sing the anthem of this great People's National Party. Hold on. John Jr. is here. As usual, big up. Dr.
Good night. Good night. How are you, Jamaica? You know, oh, let me take off. Want to send me the code? I decided Jamaica 2, 1. Share Stacy Knight's presentation with the audience tonight. There is a lot that I want to speak on, but there's a lot that I want to speak on, but I will carry most of those arguments during this week's show. But as I speak tonight, Jamaica, for Jamaicans, died on the highway. 4 Jamaicans died on the highway. Producer, can you play the thing about the four persons who have died?
On or about 12:40 a.m. today, March 30, 2025, there was a motor vehicle crash along the PJ Patterson Highway nearing the exit of Spanish Town. What we understand is that a Probox motor car was headed into the direction of Kingston with about 11 persons on board, to include some children, when the driver somehow lost control and crashed with the median. The vehicle overturned. Whilst the persons were attempting to get out of the vehicle, we understand that a Benz SUV motor car traveled along the said roadway headed into Kingston in the same easterly direction when it crashed with this vehicle. As a result, several persons were hit. We understand that the driver of the Toyota Probox motor car, as well as 2 female passengers and a young female child, were hit and died as a result of this crash. Several other persons were injured and are in the hospital. The police are conducting further investigations around this crash.
As I say condolences to the 4 persons who have died. The 4 persons who have died, I gather that several people who watches my platform, it's their family. And I want to say condolences to them. But you see, Jamaica, 11 persons in a Probox. And if you know anything about PJ Patterson Highway, I believe it is very dark. But 11 persons in a Probox, Jamaica, is indicative of several things. Time's hard, so people have to pull up. I'm going to say Jamaica is not safe, but it's the truth. Time's hard, so a lot of people have to be pulling up in one vehicle. And coupled with that, potentially the vehicle was speeding. And then the vehicle overloaded, so the vehicle would be unbalanced for the road. You heard what I said, Jamaica? Taisha. So many of them. Trey, little Trey. Taisha. Jamaica, this one. I'm going to show you the pictures tonight of the persons who have died. But coupled with that, Jamaica, there are persons who met in that accident who needs medical care. There are persons who have met in that accident who needs medical care. Producer, I sent you the pictures. I want Jamaica to hear tonight what is happening with those persons who need medical care. Listen to this, Jamaica. Listen to this.
The 2 granddaughter, my niece, and her son and another.
meeting to an accident last time. 4 dead out of it. They had arrest them sick and in the hospital, in a Spanish town hospital. And they forget a scan for her head. And them have say them don't have the machine, them don't have the scan for her head, them don't have no ambulance to carry her to next hospital. And me think that a part of slack. See there, walk a collect it. See there. See that never reach it yet. See there. So no lie me out there. See that. Beg me up here, beg this. 35,000. We have to chomp up the money. The whole family are we can we not live bad. I chomp it up. And get a ambulance to move her. Give me. See that? See that what we do. See what we have doing.
A family that stand together, she can never be a corpse in them hospital. Never in the name of Jesus.
When I go there last night, the toll was so dark. Me have some how them drive on the toll. Oh, then there's no light. It's dark. What kind of driving? Man can drive in the darkness. Mr. Tough, back so please. Please, sir, me are begging you, please. Looking at the health department, them, the hospital, them need help, sir. And we need light.
Play that again, producer. Play that again.
The 2 granddaughter, my niece, and her son and another meeting to an accident last time. 4 dead out of it. They had arrest them sick and in the hospital, in a Spanish town hospital. And they forget a scan for her head. And them have to say them don't have the machine, them don't have the scan for her head, them don't have no ambulance to carry her to next hospital. And me think that a part of slack. See there, walk a collect it. See there. See that never reach it yet. See there. So no lie me out there. See that. Beg me up here, beg this. 35,000. We have to chomp up the money. The whole family are we can we not live bad. I chomp it up. And get a ambulance to move her. Give me. See that? See that what we do. See what we have doing.
A family that stand together, she can never be a corpse in them hospital. Never in the name of Jesus.
When I go there last night, the toll was so dark. Me have some how them drive on the toll. Oh, then there's no light. It's dark. What kind of driving? Man can drive in the darkness. Mr. Tough, back so please. Please, sir, me are begging you, please. Looking at the health department, them, the hospital, them need help, sir. And we need light on the toll.
See the people who have died. That is a little boy. You heard for yourself tonight, Jamaica. The hospitals don't even have the ambulance. There's no CT scan machine. And I gather tonight, Jamaica, that the person who collided with them is believed to be a politician's wife. She left the scenes and she came to the police station with her husband and her lawyer. You heard what I said tonight, Jamaica? The person who was in the accident is said to be a politician's wife. She left the scenes, and when she left Jamaica, she came back at the police station with her husband and her attorney. And what is heartrending tonight is that those who need medical care can't get the necessary medical care. Those who need Jamaica to get the medical care can't get the medical care because you heard no CT scan machines are at the hospitals. And you heard there is no ambulance to carry the person from point hospital A to point hospital B. And the family has to now be pooling up money to call an ambulance service to carry their family from point A to point B. Jamaica, we cannot continue like this. I don't know about you, but we cannot continue like this. I'm going to say it again, Jamaica. We cannot continue like this. You heard what I said? We cannot continue like this. Imagine you have a medical emergency. Imagine the 5,700 and odd persons watching tonight. Need to be rushed to the hospital, either Spanish Town, KPH, UWI, Port Antonio, St. Margaret's Bay, Anata Bay Hospital, St. Anne's Bay, Falmouth Hospital, Cornwall Regional Hospital, Santa Cruz Hospital. There's a hospital in Hanover. Black River Hospital, Mandeville Hospital, Maypen Hospital, Linstead Hospital, Spanish Town Hospital, Percy Junior Hospital. And you're told that there is no, what? What they say they don't have? No ambulance to move you. And you have to do what? What you have to do? Pay for ambulance services to move your family.
Ball out! Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out. From Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody. Man or woman.
My God, Jamaica. And how much money was spent up in the Ministry of Health that is unaccounted for? How much money is spent up? You know, I'm not going to do any other 830 billion. Thank you, Maria. $830 billion. And all we need is what? At least one MRI, one CT scan per hospital. All we need is 2 ambulances per hospital. And I'm sure the 830 billion that is unaccounted for in the Ministry of Health. The $830 billion unaccounted for in the Ministry of Health. And you're going to tell me, Jamaica, you're telling me that we need to continue like this? I'm going to open the phone lines for people to talk. I'm going to open the phone lines. I'm not doing the rest of the class tonight. I'm going to open the phone lines, Jamaica. Because this is what you call Dolly House government. This is what you call Dolly House government. You heard what I said? This, Jamaica, is what you call liberalism. So the phone lines are opened. Reverse the curse now, producer. Play the reverse the curse. And when we come back, we'll open the phone lines.
But where they come from, send it back, send it back. Every evil arrow, anywhere he come from, send it back. If a China, if a Jamaica, if a Haiti, where he come from, we send it back. Third, reverse the curse, reverse the curse, reverse the order, reverse the curse, reverse the order. Somebody say, reverse the curse, yeah. Reverse the order. Somebody reverse the curse. Reverse the order over Jamaica. Reverse the curse, mighty God. Reverse the order. If a king's house, if a garden house, if a the prime minister, if a the opposition, if a politician, if a the liar, come from the doctor, come from Simon, anywhere he come from, reverse the order, reverse the order, break sure, we're coming through, we're coming through, reverse the curse, send back the order, reverse the curse, send back the order, where he come from, anywhere he come from, if a Jamaica, if a Clarendon, if a St. Thomas he come from, St. Mary, send it back, send it back, we don't want to hear ya, come out of Jamaica, leave we Highland, leave Jamaica, leave Jamaica, Mr. leave Jamaica, we are gonna know Jamaica, we are gonna take back 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 Jamaica, we say we want back Jamaica, We say we want back Jamaica. We say we want back Jamaica. We say we want back Andyville. Say we want back Clarendon. We want back Manchester. Say we want back Kingston. We want back Spanish Town. Say we want back Canova. Montego Bay Afri. Trelawney Afri.
The works of our former leaders inspire us.
Yes, Jamaica. We are techie. We are techie back. Opening the phone lines tonight. Opening the phone lines tonight. Opening the phone lines tonight. Because when I see what is happening, can you play what the family say happening? Because I want it to resonate with the Jamaican people tonight before I go to bed.
The two granddaughter, my niece, and her son and another meet into an accident last time. 4 dead out of it. They had arrested them sick and in the hospital, in a Spanish Town hospital. And they forget a scan for her head. And them have to say them don't have the machine. Them don't have the scan for her head. Them don't have no ambulance to carry her next hospital. And me think that a part of slack me. See there, walk a collect it. See there. See that never reach it yet. See that. So no lie me out there. See that. Beg me up here, beg this. 35,000. We have to chomp up the money. The whole family are we can we not live bad. I chomp it up. And get a ambulance to move her. Give me. See that? See that what we do. See what we have been doing.
A family that stand together, she can never be a corpse in them hospital. Never in the name of Jesus.
When I go out the last night, the toll was so dark. Me have some how them drive on the toll. Oh, there's no light. It's dark. What kind of driving? Man can drive in the darkness. Mr. Tufton, ask you please. Please, sir, me are begging you, please. Looking at the health department, them, the hospital, them need help, sir. And we need light on the toll.
My God. So imagine you have to pay for the ambulance services to move your family. That's how bad it is, Jamaica. No light is on the toll road. And the amount of exorbitant money people have to be paying to go on those tolls. Hello, good night.
Hey, good night. This is so heartbreaking, Andre. Just to see, I'm calling from Florida, and it's really sad. But what I have to say tonight is whoever closes his ear to the cry of the poor will himself call out and not be answered. You see, when they've ravished the money, the unaccounted for money, people wake up. When something happens to them or when they're sick, they have the money to fly out and come to Miami. They don't even go to our hospitals in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Wake up. Time come. But you see, one of those times, you see, when it hits their front door, it's gonna be too late for them. You understand? Where it's just not gonna be enough time to fly out, and then they will understand what the people are going through. Good night.
My God. It's too much. You have to pay 35,000 just to get an ambulance, Jamaica. $35,000. $35,000. Hmm? 35,000. $35,000. It is too much now. Hello, good night. Hello. Hello, good night.
Hello.
Good
Good
night.
night, Mr. Steve.
Yes, sir.
You know what happening in this country? Everything where this government, where country need, they have them private man where put it in place. So you see how the ambulance, nobody ambulance accident. So they don't want to put none in the hospital, they want the private service.
Oh.
See? And so this is how the country is running. Security firm. Remember, one day I saw what the PAC on the TV and them I tell about a security company where details to the Prime Minister office. And up till today, they couldn't tell who own the security company and them get millions of dollars out of contract. This is how the country is running. You know, see, so anything they know the country need, they have their friend and then put it in their name and they have it to run and collect. That's why the country is like this. The hustlers, them. Them not have no interest to put it in the hospital or upgrade the hospital. The 800 billion with them could have fixed every problem in a hospital in Jamaica, you know. Could have fixed every problem in every hospital in Jamaica, that the amount of money. And you sit down and skin and teeth and laugh with you and go and like say, I disrespect you and look at the kind of criminal them behind them, I disrespect people. They get up every day and dig up things for Mark Golden when they're there. And every day they go up and read them and try to find something to draw him in and them not see what them do. Them supporters just see them, you never hear one of them ask Andrew about how he get money. You know journalists ask Andrew them the question. But every day they find something to ask PMP. We're not going anywhere.
It's very sad, my friend.
Well, good night to you, sir.
All right. It's just too much. It's really too much, Jamaica. Hello, good night. Hello.
Good night, Andre.
Yes, good night.
What I have to say is that you see the hospitals, they would rather have money in their hands than to save a life. My cousin met in an accident and it was shown all over the internet. And when she went to Clarendon to meet in the hospital, they wanted $850,000 to transfer her from Clarendon to Kingston. The family went out and within 15-20 minutes get the money. By the time they reach back into the hospital just to go collect the money, you know, at the Western Union, by the time they go back in, she was dead and they tried to hide it.
Whoa.
So you're telling me that they couldn't have used the ambulance that was ready available, the air ambulance that was ready available to just transport her? They made her die because of $850,000.
Wow. When was
and
this?
It wasn't said they didn't have it. This was 3 years, I think it's 3 or 4 years ago in on the bypass. I even have the video up until now when she met in an accident with her friend in the back of the car. She walked out. She was looking even for a friend. She saw her friend had a broken neck. And then she went and lie back down. And then they took her to hospital. And I tell you, because of the money, the family had money, right? Her fiance was in the States. They had just gone up a day before. And he sent the money and just to run to the Western Union and come back. She died and they were trying to play it off.
My God.
It's sad.
And they couldn't even go and do the things in the meantime.
Exactly. Exactly. They rather have the money in their hand than to save a life. And that is what I don't understand. Because in Canada here, like, we take the ambulance and go wherever. They give us a choice. You want an ambulance, yes or no? You want to drive yourself? And then they send the ambulance invoice in the mail. My God.
All
Jamaica,
right.
something
Yeah, man,
else.
I'm going to take some other calls, all right?
Yes, dear. Thank you.
Hello, good evening. Yes, this is Andre Stevens.
I listen to your program all the while, but one thing I have to say, Christopher Tuffman, I think he should go to prison.
Repeat that, sir?
Huh? Yeah, I said, I listen to your program every night, but I'm saying Christopher Tuffman, I think he should go to prison, no doubt about it. You remember the budget speech that Mark Golden was talking about it, and him sit down in the chair and was laughing and so.
Yes.
That is how Jamaican people should look and should say, this government don't mean poor people no good. And sit down in the chair and laughing and cheering after Mark Golden talking about the health. And I'm sorry to hear what happened to that family. I think he should go to prison. Don't mean Jamaican no good. And it's time for poor people to wake up and say this government is not for the poor. Have a good night. I listen to your program.
All right, my brother. Keep strong and make sure you keep healthy and keep out of the hospital. You hear?
Yeah, man. Thank you.
All right. Yes, John.
Yeah, good night, my brother.
How are you?
I am giving call. I'm just coming in from Stacy night presentation.
Yes, we were over here featuring it.
You know, and I want to tell you something. I have been in politics for a very long time. And I have never seen a PNP gather
in a Barbican.
In that constituency.
Never see it before.
No, we are all like constituency. Have we ever seen this?
I'm here 33 years. I never see so much gathering of orange in that the constituency.
I tell you, I am so pleased. And you know, I just hope that this young lady, when you start support already, and you know what was good about this turnout? Is the people of all strata of society.
Yeah, me see uptown people, me see downtown people, me see inner city people. Yeah, it was a mix.
It was so good to see. So you know, say the thing a change. Because I think the right Chuck has done his time. And I think people don't see him doing anything more for them. So I think in book. But you know, I just want to say something about Mark going to outline some things again. I'm going to tell you something, brother. If it's the right for children,
But tonight at the healthcare system, yes. Healthcare may have focus on John. So
look at don't make it to healthcare. Because there's no the system in Jamaica. And you know, sometimes I wonder, any other country in the world, like a tough time with the health minister,
yes,
he will have get fired a long time.
And would I get locked up in a bars?
Because, my brother, you know, and the basic thing in our hospital is missing. And every time you come in, it's an evoluted argument. One way I go bill, yet still, the basic things like what the patients need now,
yes,
is not in the hospital. And you know, it goes to show that because I'm a marketer, I don't know what happened, but I think the fourth estate in Jamaica has really let down Jamaicans. The media houses have let down Jamaicans in these last 9 years. They have aided and abetted the destruction of this country. Everything was bad, they have aided and abetted it. Because if they were putting the pressure on and asking tough questions, and the man go around the car with the question them, and tell them they would not be in a position, but they want, because they're so cozy, they want the invitations to go to this place and to go to that place. It is so sad. And you see, when people like you who are doing the journalistic work, and some others from TVJ, and I'm checking them more time, because they don't want to expose the truth. But consider what they are doing, my brother, because
all right.
My church brother, but them man shall be for a long time.
All right, John.
Yeah.
Yes, hello, good night.
All right, John.
Hello, good night.
How are you?
Yes, dear, what you saying now?
I just have one thing to say to everybody who is listening and everybody who will listen, and that includes you and myself. Everybody in this world get their 5 minutes of fame. We get our 5 minutes on the stage, whether we are the Prime Minister or the opposition or the Minister of Health or whomever. We all get our 5 minutes. And we have to be very careful what we do with the 5 minutes, because it will come back around. So if you are the Minister of Health, and when you get your 5 minutes, you don't do what you're supposed to do, it will come back around that you may, if God bless you, with the old age, and you cannot get on that air ambulance to go overseas, and you have to end up in the same hospital where when you had the opportunity to make it a very good hospital for the general public and you didn't, your 5 minutes of fame is gone. And now you need to use the hospital as an old person. And guess what? The modern conveniences that you were supposed to put in place, and you rub up the money and you do all kind of foolishness. That era has passed. And then you have to be in the hallway bed, and you go there, you have no wheelchair to take you from the car to the ward or to the emergency room, because when you had the opportunity to put those things in place, you did not. When you had the opportunity to make sure that the CT machine is there and that it is available to the public and it is not privatized in the public hospital, you did not do it. So we all get our 5 minutes of fame on the stage. If you're the administrator of the hospital, the same thing. You have your 5 minutes of fame on the stage. If you're the nurse, you have your 5 minutes. And if you don't do what you're supposed to do, it will come back around and haunt you. So I advise to everybody who is listening, and as I said, or who will listen, make your 5 minutes count. Mr. Buchanan, you are getting your 5 minutes of fame. Let it count. Don't be like the other ones. You said God on time. God is watching. Let it count. Whatever you're doing, do it from the goodness of your heart. It's about your motive. And God looks at the motive. God looks at the heart. We just see the outer part. God looks at the heart. And as long as your motive is pure, I am telling you, God will put you there. But when He puts you there, when you get your 5 minutes of fame, let it count. That's all I have to say this night. Have a wonderful week, Mr. Stevens.
All right, bless
God
you.
bless. Okay, bye.
Hello, good night. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good night.
Good night, Andre. Oh, you all right?
Yes, I'm okay, ma'am.
Okay, what I'm saying, I remember there's a time I was living in Maypen, and anytime you hear a helicopter come and land over hospital, you know that there's emergency there. Or they might carry somebody with accident going to Kingston. But those things cut out. You know? Them things don't happen anymore. Then is a helicopter should have moved the people them from there and move them like first time and can then go to university and KPH and all things like that, you know? But you may not know what is really happening. You know that me have a friend that have a little bomb come up on his head and then transfer, the doctor send him to university hospital to cut the little bomb. And let me tell you something, Andre. The man spent over 4.8 million at university hospital, and when he come out, then give him a letter to go to KPH to make the appointment to do a little burnout thing. You know the radiation thing when they take and burn out yeah. And you realize, I know, Andre, when the man go up there to make the appointment, then told him that the machine at St. George's Hospital not working. And that man spent 2 years. 2 years.
Yes.
And 2 years that man suffer with just to burn out the thing out of head. The little thing will leave.
Yes.
Yeah. Then send him from there and said they must go there. And Andre, the man stay there until the man, if everything start come back up with the man. And Andre, the man dead, Andre.
My God.
He's dead, Andre, and he never get forgot St. John's hospital. But burn out the thing. Every time he go up there to make the appointment at the place, they said, no machine not working, the machine not working, the machine not working. And the man dead, Andre, the man dead after spend so much money just to burn out the little thing we left inside there. You understand? That's what I'm telling you. This country is a mess.
Whoa.
This country is a mess, Andre. Let me tell you something. Every God Almighty day people balling. Every day people balling. People are dead. People are dead, Andre. They sit up in a wheelchair and dead in a wheelchair. You hear? Or when them guy clinic, they sit out and jump off of the place and dead, Andre.
Whoa.
You understand? Let me tell you something, man. I never see them as up in Jamaica. And I noticed that man come here the other day, and I not hear them say nothing about healthcare. I not hear them say nothing about the education system. The only thing I hear that America man come here, they want to go dig out the hole of the sea, kill out the fish out there. You know hear what going on there?
I've been hearing what they're saying, Mama.
Where the hell them a go, they go mine out in a sea out there for? And when they mine out in a sea, what happened to the fish, Andre? Jamaican fishermen are go dead for hungry and Jamaican people are go dead for hungry.
Well, at least you have to go talk to them about that, you know, Mommy.
Oh, Jesus, fuck mercy. What happened to Jamaica?
It's a lot, man. It's really a lot.
Jamaica. I don't know what is going on in Jamaica. I don't know what is going on. I don't know what is going on. Andre, you just take care of yourself and keep safe. We love you.
All right, my dear. God bless you.
Yeah, man. God bless you to my son. And continue your good work.
Boy, it's a lot. It's a lot, Jamaica. It's a lot. It's too much, Jamaica. May I tell you for true? It's really too much. Hello, good night. Hello, good night.
Yes, good night, Angie. My 2 cents on this thing, right?
Yes.
You see, we as Jamaican people, we need to don't wait till this thing get to our doorway. Angie, a long time the health system are run down. And we're not coming together and do nothing about it. Right? When I listen to programs and hear about the ambulance, I have to find the money, Angie. Right? Because when I look into it, I think the last time I heard that some ambulance buys from PJ time and he buy about 50 ambulance. And this minister said spend a lot of money in the health sector. Nobody see it. We're not coming together, Angel. We stop say boy, PNP and jail. We wait till the future, we do away. My youth, then we talk about it. If we wait till I do away. We do things about it and then it stop. We run left Jamaica come up here and me I tell you, I spare enough time to the health system. The health system gone straight down. People just play a blind eye. It's run gone way down. Just use tonight as an example. Just use as an example. You cannot get an ambulance unless you have the money. You have to have the money up front before you get an ambulance to save a life. What is the money compared to a life? And we sit down there and we say, oh, we have the best minister of health. We have to spend the most money. Where does the money spend? All the hospital them run down. The man at the airport and the same thing reach him. The people them left from America come to Jamaica for do surgery. You see now work. Come on now, man. It's time for Jamaican make the decision, Angie, man.
Yes.
I tell you, say, you do a wonderful job, but the people them need to put on them foot, Angie. And the people them in Jamaica not putting up. They're not putting. I don't even want to stray the argument. I can stray a little bit. Look for the school other day. Look down at the school. With the executive on the school, where was the parents them? I the parents go and demonstrate against principal. And I don't see the parents go there go block the school for the principal.
Okay, sir, here.
And the principal out of school. Oh, kid, you know, when I look by your program since that and you talk about something, it hurt me. It could have been any one of us. Support these people that couldn't find the money. And everybody can jump around and get 30,000 at the same time. And everybody, Angie. I don't know, Angie. I don't know what happened. I swear. Whereas the Cuban doctor them gone. We don't even know what happened in Jamaica. We don't even know.
All right, my brother.
Yes,
Keep strong.
Yeah.
Boy, Jamaica is really bad. It's really bad. Hello, good night.
Hello, good night, Andre. How are you?
I'm good, sir.
The hospital in Jamaica, man, is horrible. It's a disaster state. 3 weeks ago, my father called me and said he had chest pain. And I sent him to medical. When I sent him to medical, they said he had to do a procedure where they go to the heart.
Where you had to send him to medical associate?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And they sent him there to do a procedure, which they did, and they said he had 4 blockage when they did the procedure.
Mm-hmm.
They sent him to UE for ICU for observation.
Mm-hmm.
When he arrived at UE, he stayed in UE for 3 weeks in the emergency room.
Yes.
Stating that the nurses and the floor, because the bed were occupied in ICU.
Mm-hmm.
So they put him in emergency because they said only those nurses could mix the medicine that he should get.
Yes.
So he stayed in there, then he get pneumonia while he were there in 3 weeks.
So he never going with pneumonia, but he developed it while he was in emergency care.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And after that, the doctor said he wanted to meet with the family in the fine. And when he met with us, he told us that the BP is not going up and it's going down. So he have to do another procedure.
Mm-hmm.
So he had a conference and he tell us the procedure and what he was going to do. And if we decided to do it, he gave us 2 choices. One, he going to stay in the medicine and die. Or the second, we paid the money for him to live. So I asked him how much was the money. He said about 1.4 million. I said, fine, I'll pay it. So he sent me to the cashier. I paid the cashier and came back and tell him I paid it. They said they were supposed to do the procedure the next day. They said they couldn't do it because procedure, they couldn't have done it. So he stayed in the emergency room for another 2 days. And the 3rd day they did it. He guaranteed that after the procedure, he would send him back to ICU.
Mm-hmm.
After the procedure finished, they sent him back to emergency room. Still no ICU bed.
Mm.
He get pneumonia again. He get pneumonia the 2nd time. And then they send him to the med-surg floor, which he stayed there for 1 week. Never seen the ICU. Never did till he was discharged. And the funny thing about it, Andrea, while I was there, his neighbor, a female neighbor that was there beside her, they have some portable curtain that they screen that they use to separate patients, and they have some curtains. And a lady was laying there beside him, and her son came in and from work. You could see he's coming from work, and he kissed her, and they had a little conversation. And he said, "Good night, Mama." And after he said good night, the monitor, the female monitor, started to jumble. You know, when children start to draw things and everything start to cluster, that's how the monitor goes. And I saw when the woman took her last gap, I have to run out. I couldn't stay in there and witness that. I ran out of there. Yes, I did run out, and I just left and go home for the night. So it's real bad.
So what is the status of your father now?
Well, they destroyed him last week, and he's home, and I had some people, 3 people, taking care of him. So we still monitor him. He's supposed to go back for checkup Friday coming up. So I will see what's happened from there. You know, but it's hard. Jamaican medical system is irrelevant. I have friends who volunteer, and when they came back, they told me that they're surprised because Jamaica do not have a system. The nurses and doctors told me.
So you say your father was promised to go in intensive care and he never get that at the ICU department. They put him in the emergency.
They had him in the emergency room for 3 weeks, and there he developed pneumonia. And while he was in pneumonia, the doctor talked to us in a conference, and they gave him the medicine for the pneumonia there. So when it cleared up, he said he would take him for the procedure.
Yes.
Procedure going to cost. Huh?
I'm hearing you.
So the procedure going to cost 1.4 million.
I paid the 1.4 million.
Yes, I used my card and paid the $1.4 million. and he's supposed to get the procedure the following day. They never give it to him until 3 days later. They gave it to him. And then they return him after that back to the emergency room, and he gets another dose of pneumonia. And then they send him to med surg on the floor for 1 week. And they discharged him last week.
Wow.
So now he's home. Anyway, thank you, Andrea.
All right, keep strong now. Keep strong now.
Keep up the good work.
All right, my friend, keep strong.
Thank you much. Thank you much.
Jamaica too much. Too much. I can't take anymore. But tomorrow, Jamaica, and from April beyond, we're going to turn up at things on Midday Connections. All right? So tomorrow, come 1 p.m., I'll have a co-host on Midday Connection, Raymond Price, tomorrow at 1 p.m. So look out for a nice interactive discussion tomorrow at 1 p.m. on Midday Connection. It was a pleasure being here with you all tonight. And thanks. I hope you enjoyed the first segment of the program. There's a lot more that I were to discuss tonight, but I will use the week ahead to discuss it. All right? So see you all tomorrow at 1 p.m. God bless you, and keep well, keep safe, and keep healthy. My name is Andre Stevens, and this was PDTV News, Jamaica. Good night. Good night. Good night.